And here we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another live stream episode 32. And as you can see, we have a full panel tonight, full house. We're packed with awesomeness tonight. We have KG Collector. What's up, my friend?
Hey, Donna, thanks for having me.
The bartender himself with all the drinks. He's going to be in charge of making sure everyone is not thirsty. Aries from Silska Cantina.
We got the egg juice right here, baby.
I have my friend Fabio from Fast Figure.
What's up, guys?
Anthony from CANTINA.
Hey, what's going on?
Jay from Brother Cousin Store Reviews.
What it do?
And we have a very special guest. This is the first time doing a live stream, so I just want to welcome my friend Josh, who is the owner of Comic Concepts. Josh, welcome, my friend.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
So, man, we're going to have an awesome stream tonight. But before I usually start, I have to give the shout out to the people who is with us in the chat. So I'm going to say hi to Katri, hi to Gabriela. We have single songwriter in the house, Paul Morales. We have Shane. We have Clan Deathwatch. We have Barrett. We have Carbonite Kit, Toy Box, Local Lou in the house, Throne. We have Jay-Z, Telly, and a lot of people. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. So we're going to start the show with something kind of different. We normally start talking about figures right off the bat, but today I just want to talk about something that a lot of people, a lot of collectors actually ask me all the time. How do you display your figures? What do you use? What can I get? Can you please give me some advice? I'm tired of the details. I'm tired of this. Okay. So we have Josh here. He is the owner of Comic Concepts, and we are happy to have you here. My friend, I know because we talk a lot that you have a deal with module cases. So could you talk about a little bit how can we get module cases from you?
Yeah, so Brian, the owner of Modugase, he's an amazing guy. Modugase has made an amazing product. And actually, before I even had a deal with them, I already had a massive order with them. I had a custom display case, and they were willing to work with me. And the lead time's pretty bad. I mean, that's the only downside I can say. It's like 6 to 7 months right now, minimum. But the final product is amazing once built. Like I have it like set up right next to me. This is my case.
Ooh, hold on. Let me put you on the spot, my friend.
Yeah. So what I love about, I'm trying to display it nicely. So what I love about Modugase is the ability to just kind of fit whatever you want. So like, sorry, I'm new to this.
Fine.
And like we go all the way up here. This is just one case. That's for Aaron versus Armored Titan when that comes in from Figurama. But there's a lot of customizability, which I find really nice with Modugase. These can actually stack on top of each other so long as you don't pass a weight limit, and it comes in different models. So you have the 6, which is obviously what you guys are going to be more interested in, the 6 series, which it comes in all different sizes, and again, stackable. Right. And then there's the DF, and then there's the Max, and then there's plus sizes. And depending on what you collect here at Comic Concepts and at Modugase, but if you're shopping through Comic Concepts, which is nice because you can use your loyalty points if you do purchase through us, we'll actually help you build a case that fits your needs. So if you already know what you want, it's there where you're posted right now on the page. But if you don't really know what you want, you can actually message us and we can customize something for you.
Oh, wow.
And we'll run different like tests for you and see if you like it. And if you don't, fine, we'll keep going until you find something. If you love it, great, we'll get on it and we'll get you a custom invoice and everything.
I'm so lucky because I order my module cases, and because Josh is my good friend, he gave it for me for free. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm just kidding. No,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the thing with the 6 scale ones though, I forget, but how tall are they? Like, will they hold Thanos or Venom?
Yes. So it totally depends which model you buy. I gotta go back because there's so many different models. I haven't memorized them all. Well, the one actually, do me a favor. Google, look up the 6th on here. Look up the 6th 110. I think that's my favorite one.
Yeah, 'cause
And then
that's
there's
probably
a
the
Yeah,
most
those are the ones I
popular.
order.
yeah, the 6110 is the most popular, but then if you look at all of these options, you'll actually that's fine. We'll click on that. So that one we actually have an example in the bottom right of the images. And this is actually from another reviewer. There's a couple of examples of Case. This is BAM Collectibles. This is his Pokemon display. And the nice
Wow.
thing about it is this isn't exactly the 6110, but this is just an example of what Case can do. I think this is actually the DF series. And the only difference in each of these is mostly what they're specialized in their weight limits. So the 6 series actually specializes in figures like Hot Toys, vehicles, etc. Like I got my DeLorean back here. When I have my 6 series come in, that's where it's going in. So the 110 is the most popular because it's so versatile. It's got enough height to where you can kind of fit Thanos, or I think a Hulkbuster can actually fit in this. But if you don't want the 6 110, which is nice, there's the tall unit. I forgot the number on it, but you can actually buy custom shelves, which I have on my Case as well right now, where you can just raise or lower the shelf to fit your needs. So if Thanos isn't going to fit with the shelf in the middle of it, raise it a little, he can go on the bottom, which is really nice. And then the other thing, which Case is really amazing at, because Brian actually uses his own Case to display his own collectibles, they actually have figure stands. So if you want to stagger the display like it was in that Pokemon, you can totally do that. And they're just so high quality. I'm telling you, it's a genius idea. I kind of wish I did it.
I know. It is a genius idea, and the fact is that you can put a lot of things on top of each other. I ordered like 8 of this.
Yeah.
This is my space. I mean, it's really small, as you guys can see. But the Mojo cases, you can actually fit more figures, right? Depending on how you're gonna pose it. Obviously, if you're gonna do some crazy poses, super dynamic, it's gonna take space, obviously, right? But the way I set up my I display my figures is more like kind of like a semi museum pose. Maybe like a small dynamic one, but really nothing crazy, just my personal preference. But this is a good thing because a lot of people ask me all the time, should I get DTOFs, should I get Mojo cases, what should I get? And obviously at the end of the day, it's up to you guys what you want to get for your collection, and everything and anything is valid, right? Nothing is right or wrong. It's just what fits you, your budget, and all those things. Personally, I wanted to move from DTOFs to Mojo cases just because it looks nice. You can stack up things, so you can put things on top of cases. You can build on top of it. You can make your design pretty much, right? Plus, because I have a small space, I want to kind of maximize it or go all the way to the top. It's about 19 and a half inches like in height, so it's pretty much decent, right? Like you don't need to do, you don't need to adjust your DTOF to fit your Thanos or to fit your Hulk or your Venom. You just put it, and it's just perfect. And also because the back of the case is black, it's flat. It doesn't reflect. If you want to do videos or if you want to kind of like have that as a background, you can just remove the acrylic from the front, which is magnetic, right, Josh?
Right. So there's a couple actually things that he's updated and we're gonna have releasing. I believe with your order, I think I picked up the contract right after this change was made. And again, it could be a later deal, and this is going to be complimentary. The back panels can actually be flipped to be white or black. They're working on right now because everyone, likes a different display.
Right.
You have different light you can actually choose versus warm white or pure white. And then if you go to the bottom right next to BAM Collectibles, I think that's my favorite custom. The one where you can put a TV right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is sweet, man.
So we can do that on any style, 6 series, DF, Max. And I believe you can actually mix them, which is really nice. So if you have some heavier pieces, those can go on the bottom in like a Max series, and then you can put a 6 on top. So that's really cool. I think this is DF and Max, which is really nice. And you can see the adjustable shelves there that they also took advantage of. They have glass shelves too for figures that are light enough, so you can actually see the bottom if the stands have an edition size or anything like that.
Nice. Yeah, this is actually pretty nice. And I think Fabio, the other day we were talking about the Mojo cases, remember?
Yeah. No, I mean, if I would have started
with this from day one, I think my collection would look a lot better than the details. But
Yeah, with D-Tops, I mean, you know, 50, 60 bucks. I mean, you know,
exactly.
It's
you get
so
it.
worth the
I get the
budget.
appeal, but definitely Magicase. I mean, dude, Magicase is the way to go. I just didn't do
Yeah,
it because I
I
was like,
agree.
oh, it's gonna take
Right.
forever. And
And even
You know.
Aries, the other day we were also talking about the mojo cases, right? Because you are also like leaning towards getting
Yeah,
few
I mean,
cases.
I mean, I mean, I don't know. I'm not too. I don't
Right.
love the idea of the tops, to be honest with you. I like curios better, if that makes any sense. But
Yeah,
this is
no, of course.
outstanding. Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah,
is
that's really
outstanding.
nice.
I mean, they are expensive. I will say that right now. Like, that was my first concern when I started collecting. Like, I have, God, forgive me for like the nastiness of it, but you know, I have DTOFs too. Okay, I was there. You know, I got all of that.
It's a
But
cheap way. It's
It's
the
just
most
so
affordable
budget friendly.
way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think it's great for starters, for people just getting into collecting. But if there's anything I've learned through collecting, it's that once you're able to afford more figures, maybe take a step back, not get that figure you're hesitant on, and upgrade your display, because it's an art in itself. Like, you look at posing, that's an art with 6-scale figures. It's extremely difficult to master. I
It
put
is.
away my 3-0 Bumblebee because I was just so bad at posing it. I was like, you know what? Let's take a day off. Let's recoup. I'm just so bitter from this, and put it away. But when it comes to the Maji case, I really do believe it brings the display to a whole new level and gives you a certain appreciation for the pieces. The other nice thing, which is the big one for me, I'm kind of a germaphobe when it comes, and dust and all of that. The DTOF never fully protected my stuff from dust. Like, no matter what, I went in
Very
there
true.
No,
and I was
yeah.
still having
Yeah,
to dust
same.
a little bit.
Very true.
Maji
I did the
case,
weather, you know, the weather stripping and all that, and it's still
exactly.
like it's
Right.
still
It's
still
an
comes
addition,
in.
Still
right?
gets
It's
in.
an addition.
Exactly.
I spent a great
Maji case,
time.
I've had no issues.
Yeah, I spent a great time last year doing the weather stripping, like right when the pandemic was like hit. That's what I did. The first thing I did was did the weather stripping,
Mhm.
all in my DTOFs, and I look over and there's still a bunch of dust. So
Yeah,
You're
I know.
hating.
Same. I'm like, well, it's just more money and more time. Like,
yep.
you know, it's trying to because
Doesn't
I've
help
got
that
like
much.
6 DTOFs, and I'm like, it's a lot. It's a lot for the DTOFs, then the good lights, and then the stripping.
Yep.
You know, you're already putting in. I mean, I get it like one at a time. You first start collecting, you're like, well, I can get a DTOF. All right, let's do that right now. And then
So-
you're kind of trapped. You're like, well, I might as well get another one.
Right.
I need another. You know, I need another one. You know, you got like 10 of them, and you're like, oh my gosh.
It's kind of like a trap. Like, it looks
Oh, it
so
is.
good
It
on
is.
paper. It looks so good. It's like $60. Start collecting today.
Right.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's normal. I mean, because we have the beautiful figures, but then you need to find a way. Okay, how I'm gonna display it now? Some people get customized. Some people get DTOFs, Curios. I have DTOFs. I have Curios. I wanted to get a custom. Actually, I made a deal with a company, local company, to make customized shells, but COVID hit. The company went bankrupt. So that's where I was sort of looking again. I was supposed to get customized shelves until I found Josh, and I was like, "Do you have mojo cases?" Oh yeah, sure. And then I saw the different sizes and everything. I'm like, "Oh man, this is beautiful." You cannot say no to this. But again, everyone is different. Everyone has their budget and likeness. That's fine. I'm just trying to help you guys to get ideas, get other options in case you're looking to get something like that. It takes time. I'm not gonna lie, it takes time. I don't know. I placed my order like back in February, March, I think.
It takes a
It's been
long
a while.
time. So what Magicase just did, Brian, he opened up a second factory to keep up, to like reduce speed on shipping, or reduce the amount of time you have to wait.
Right.
The problem now, which I'm sure is going to be a whole nother conversation, is the current container crisis,
Yeah.
which I'd be happy to shed some light on because I'm learning every day too. There is one more point. It's not even like for sales purposes. It just comes to Magicase. The display behind me, I built out of an IKEA PAX, and then I did the sliding glass and did an acrylic. And I'm someone that kind of moves every couple of years. And I think that's every collector's worst nightmare.
Yes.
is the move.
Oh, moving.
The Magicase is amazing because all the units that you stack on top of each other, you can take them apart in cubes. It's so
that's
nice.
Right. That's right.
That might not be a selling point for most people, but like for me, it's very exciting.
No, yeah, it is. It's awesome.
I
don't know how the heck. I don't know how we're gonna move D-tops, right? Like,
oh no!
you can't really.
Let me tell you,
I'm gonna take them apart.
Yeah,
I moved out of my apartment about 2 years ago, and at that time I had, I believe, 5 D-tops. And what I had to do is to move them into my house, I had to actually go ahead and disassemble them and bring them back and put them back together. The whole thing took like 2 weeks to do by myself. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
So.
Yeah, it's stressful.
And guys, I see a lot of comments like asking, how can I get this, or was it shipping to certain. If you guys are interested in getting any of those mojo cases, you can contact Josh himself. You can just go to the website and hit the contact, or any other means of contacting you, Josh, besides the
Comic Concepts.
Just go to Comic Concepts, Instagram, Facebook, right?
Any of it. Like you can. So we have a contact form on the site at Comic Concepts. We have Facebook Messenger. We have Instagram. It's me answering all of them. I wish I had an assistant, but I don't. So you're going to get a hold of me. Anyone who responds to you, it's going to be me. Especially if I say something weird, that's me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's good, man. Thank you for give us some enlightenment on this mojo cases. One person asked real quick, do you know when Mysterio is shipping?
So this all ties into the container stuff. So Mysterio was supposed to ship like 4 months ago. Okay. And what happened with COVID, because some of you who used to purchase with me, if there's anyone out there, because we've come a long way. Before COVID, we would pretty much get the first batch. It would ship before anyone or right at the same time. Everyone got their stuff all at once. There were really no delays. Now that COVID's here, we had the delay in production. That was the first step. Then production started picking up again. Then we had some sloppy jobs being done, and we had replacements galore going on. Now we have the container crisis. So now it's come to this new turning point in production where it ships in batches. And the problem with batches, and I'm not bashing Sideshow, they are the exclusive distributor of Hot Toys. They have every right to do what they're doing. I totally get it. But a lot of those batches that are now coming in, most of it, or at least half of it, goes to retail customers of Sideshow, and the other half will go to the other retailers in North America. The problem with that is, to be fair to everyone, you have to split it up and get everyone X amount. So I'm trying to think. So many things have come in. I think I shipped the first half of our Mysterios already. Like day one pre-orders got theirs. If they didn't, it's because you just didn't make the cutoff. Unfortunately, it's just one of those situations where we're trying to get them out as quickly as possible. And I believe Hot Toys is, Sideshow's doing everything they can, but most of these batches have been just sitting in the ocean. I've had a Prime 1 container that's been sitting in Long Beach. It just got offloaded today. It arrived in Long Beach about 4 or 5 months ago. So it's just, they're just sitting there. And what people don't understand, and I don't want sympathy, but I pay more than the deposits that people give me to reserve your pieces. So I'm just sitting here bleeding. I'm just like, please, I'll send a squad of scuba divers out. Just something, a little boat. It's not happening. So Mysterio is here in the US. He is probably on the water, just sitting, waiting to be. He's just waiting.
Yeah.
So he could ship Monday. Like I could get a notice and say Mysterio has arrived. Like great, let's do it. I just got my final batch of IG-11. Like I had 3 different shipments of IG-11. My first one came 4 months ago.
Wow.
It's just been an absolute nightmare. And unfortunately the collectors are suffering, but it's just a global container crisis.
So, Josh, let me ask you this question for before we kind of move on to the topic, and I just want to say thank you to the panel for patiently listening and dissecting all this information. So, like for example, let's say we are out of the I don't think we're gonna be out of the pandemic this soon, but let's say we are go back to normal, some sort of way. What is the normal? Let's say I buy from Sideshow, I pre-order a figure, and it's supposed to release, let's say, Monday. Like, if it's like a normal, like no issues with the ports, like, do you get it like right at the same time?
Same time. Same time. Never had an issue. Everyone at Sideshow is great. They usually really get it out to us immediately before all this happened, of course. Now we just get like a fourth of our batch on release. So really, it's the people who. I try to reward people who order day one. They know they want this. They're dying to get this. They've waited the full time. Those are the people who I'll send the figures to first.
Right. Yeah, because I got my if you guys see my horror figures, I got Jason, I got also Michael Myers, and he sent me a message on Saturday. Yeah, it's on the way, and then he shipped it. So he actually got it because things can change like in really super quick. So it can change super quick. So if you guys wanna check comic concepts, I put the link in the description below as well. So if you want to check the store out, if this is the first time you hear from them, I highly recommend it. I mean, their prices are very, very good prices. Good royalty points, depending on what you want. If you're looking for some type of display cases, we spoke about module cases before, so just check him out, contact him, and that's it, man. Thank you for the classes, for the free classes. But
Not a
now
problem.
let's so I know a lot of people waiting patiently. Thank you guys. Appreciate the panel for waiting. But now let's talk about the meat. So I'm going to start with my friend Aries, because this topic, we talked about this many live streams ago. Rey is waitlisted. It happened. It happened. The prediction happened.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it sure did. She, it's not a surprise. I don't think to anyone here on the panel, or low supply, high demand, and the pictures weren't very good. The ones you're showing here, and then they came out with those final production photos, and then reviews started coming out, like yours, Dante, and it was like, wow, this looks really, 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 really good. And she's gone and she's on waitlist. I can tell you right now, in the secondary market, she's hit the $300 tier range. Honestly,
already.
She's $1 away.
Wow.
So I got enough data in, and she's at 299 and trending up, which is real interesting for this figure, because that's a higher trend than like the Incinerator Trooper at first, or the Remnant Trooper at first, or the Death Watch Mandalorian. Not the Death Trooper from the Mandalorian, excuse me, at first. So tracking really high. But they didn't make a whole lot of this figure at all. That they wanted to get out of this real quick. They made a little more of the Kylo, which is why the Kylo is not waitlisted yet. And they made very little of the Rey. But because that head sculpt is just out of this world, let's just be honest. It really is. But when you get it in hand, because I have all the other ones, it's outstanding. And that's what happened there. Low supply, high demand. It's a good figure. And it's a lot low. The way that you look at this stuff, how is she doing in the secondary market with the other figures? And which were produced in much higher numbers. Whether it's the Resistance Rey, or the Rey in the BB-8 set, or the Last Jedi Rey, which is really high. And no surprise here, and those were made in much greater numbers. So, but yeah, she's at 299 right now and rising.
Yeah, and she's gonna keep going up. I mean, for sure. This is, I just did it too. Like, I just put my review up, an hour and a half ago, You know, because I was like, yeah, she's gone, man. So I might as well do the review again now because I didn't do it before. But you know, this is the best Rey. Like, hands down.
Absolutely.
It's just hands down the best Rey. Whether the head sculpt is amazing, and I mean, yeah, it's all laying right here on my table because, like I said, I just did the review. There's so many accessories, like
a lot,
and you get Leia's lightsaber. That's a huge thing. In my opinion, I mean, there is no other layers. You know,
what I like about it is the fact that if you look at the and I just posed it, the first Rey we got from The Force Awakens, and you put that next to this one, it's night and day. I mean, it doesn't even look like the same actress.
Nope.
Right.
This one really looks like Daisy Ridley. It's amazing.
No, the likeness is actually pretty good. And Fabio, you know, we talked about this before, about this, you know, when the figure came out and it was so like, wow. You know, do you have a feeling that Kylo Ren is following that path? Like, we probably gonna see that guy being out soon?
Absolutely, because there's no way that you're going to get Rey and you're not going to get Kylo. Like, impossible. You have to get them both. So, you know, I don't know why. I don't know what. I mean, like you guys said, they made a lot more Kylos, so it makes sense. But it should be gone soon, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he'll be waitlist within a month.
Yep.
I mean, that's my project. You know,
if you guys remember, again, my job is to track all the forums and watch what people are saying. But if you remember when this film came out, there was a lot of trash talking and a lot of haters when this film first came out.
Right.
So I think a lot of people thought in their heads, well, I'm not going to buy the Hot Toys because I didn't like the film.
Yeah.
And now you have this issue where, okay, there wasn't a lot of people purchasing. Now that it's finally come out, the demand is there. The supply's already been made because Hot Toys has moved on to other things. And everyone loves it. You get the reviews in. So I could see these figures easily going to 350 in the next month. Holidays are coming up. They'll probably hit 400.
Right.
Yep.
And then maybe they'll come down again. But I think they did a stellar job. I mean, look at this head sculpt right here.
oh yeah, they're both uncanny.
I mean, prototype and final product were the same. They were perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a really, really good job. And before I go to Brother Cousins, KG, so what are your thoughts? Do you think we're gonna see Kylo Ren gone anytime soon?
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's Kylo Ren is such a. I mean, for me personally, when I got introduced with Star Wars, like actually introduced into it, it was Kylo Ren. I loved Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren was one of those characters that had such a really good character arc in the trilogy. So I do think that this figure is going to go by next month, like what Mafia said. Yeah, it's a great figure, great head sculpt. I personally don't own it, and I don't think I will. I am pretty content with My Last Jedi. You know, I'm collecting Marvel, Star Wars, and DC. So, I mean, do I regret not getting the Rey? Yes, but I have to know I have limits. So, and I have to respect that. But yeah, I mean, for people who are you know, hesitant to getting these figures, get it. It's beautiful. If you don't have a Kylo Ren or a Rey, this is your chance. I mean, you can probably find Rey maybe, you know, right now for maybe a good price or something, a little over retail. But get it while you still can.
Brother Cousins, do you have those figures?
Yes. Got both of them and reviewed them. I think last month, something like that. I lucked out and got these from my local comic book store. And it was funny when I got Kylo the first week, and then the second week, the guy at the comic book store, me and him were best friends, and he called me. He was like, "Jay, do you want this? Do you want Rey?" And I was like, "Yes, please." He's like, "Yeah, because there's like 3 people trying to buy it right now, so I think I'll stash it away for you." Yeah, so I completely lucked up, and I agree with everybody. I think definitely, yeah, it's going to be gone by next month.
For sure.
Yeah, and we can see. I mean, Josh, you work in this industry. You know the delays and all those things. You know, did you get any type of limited cases for you to buy when you order this in the first place, or how's that?
Yeah, so we're limited. So you'll see, I max out every order that comes in. We're maxed out. People snipe them so quick. I mean, Ahsoka went. I can't tell you how many we had. I'll tell you, it was a lot. And we sold out in 2 days. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, we went up for pre-order and it sold out in 2 days. Yeah. The Clone Wars one, yeah. Clone Wars one. I mean, so we get limited product. But I mean, some of these, and I'll tell you right now, the Rey did not do well. Did not do well at all. Kylo did not do well. I can probably... It was under 10. I'll say I sold under 10 of each.
Wow.
I ordered more than that.
Wow.
I ordered much more than that. And I
Amazing.
only sold about 5 or 10 until the reviews started coming in. And my stock got annihilated in a day. I mean, it was pretty wild, which is why, of course, I'm able to make all those comments like, people didn't like it at first. But I mean, it was wild just watching that happen.
It is funny because now it's kind of funny, right? When people, when stuff start going to wait lists and you see the blue bar, you see those like hints, you're kind of like freaking out, right?
Oh, it's all hype.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I think you should start doing that on your website, man. Just put a little bar there,
I want people to buy something. If they want it, they'll get it. And if they don't, someone else is going to get it. Let someone else get rewarded. I'm not going to try to... Sorry,
So I was gonna say, that's the phenomenon, because like I'm in the same boat. Like I'll be the first to admit it. I hate the sequels. Like that's me. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them, dude. I hate them. But anyway, so I didn't bother. And then both these Rise of Skywalkers came out, and they're just phenomenal figures. They're just the definitive versions, in my opinion, of these figures. So it's like, if I'm gonna get any, and I got those day one, mind you, I got those overseas when they came out back in like April and May. Was that what it was? April, May, something like that, right around there. So I've had them for a minute, but they're the best. Like, so people are like, nah, they don't like the movies either. And then all of a sudden they're gone, and they're like, wait a minute, this is like the only chance, because they're not gonna make these again.
Nope.
Well, look, most people collect Hot Toys because it's the head sculpts that attract you
Right.
to the Hot Toys. I mean, let's just be honest. So no matter what you think of the sequels, or you think of this, or you think of that, they nailed those two figures. They hit home runs with both of those figures. And I think that that's part of what you're seeing here as well. Because that's the best representations that you're going to get of those characters. And at the end of the day, if you're into Star Wars, you want to be able to, oh, wow, that's like a really well done head sculpt. I want to have that in my collection. I want to complete it. So
I agree 100%. And guys, we're over 100 people watching, so thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We have a really good show. We have a lot of people in the panel. We have the usual. We have KG from KG Collectors. We have Aries for Cantina, Fabio from Fast Figures, Anthony from CANTINA, brother cousins, and the owner of Comic Concepts himself. He made a space out of his super busy schedule with other companies. He decided to come and pop up in this humble small channel. So thank you, my friend, for joining us. And don't forget to subscribe to my friends, please. Come on, you need to subscribe. Follow them, hit the like button, subscribe. Join, become a member of the channel, because I'm trying to redesign the membership. So I'm gonna be working on an exclusive show for members only, which I'm gonna be announcing probably the next week or two. It's gonna be a show exclusive for members, and and then it's gonna be another show that I'm gonna be launching as well for everyone. That I'm also working on all the details. I'm working on games, because it's gonna be more like a one-on-one type of show with your favorite YouTuber, your favorite collector, your favorite store, maybe. So things are coming, so stay tuned for that. I put the link in the description below if you want to become a member of the channel, or if you want to join the Facebook group SIXTSCALEMAFIA. Now, moving on, because we have a lot to talk about Star Wars, guys. And and it's funny, Aries, we spoke about this in your show the other day about what I think is going to happen with our friend Boba Fett, the 2-pack. And looks like we might get these figures sooner rather than later.
You hit it out of the park when you called that. And when you really think about it, the chances of this outfit, him being seen in this again, is pretty much null, because a lot of that armor got worn out once he escaped the Sarlacc pit and was laying in the sand or whatever. Maybe took it out inside there or whatnot. The Jawas found, who knows? But you're certainly not going to see him in these outfits again. And the emphasis is going to be on how he looks on the throne, and perhaps some other outfits that he may wear during that series currently, and also if they go back in time, Empire Strikes Back, or even before then. So I think the attention is going to be on the throne, the repaint armor. So it makes sense that they put this out now, real close to the show because of the hype of Boba Fett to move these, along. So it was a great call, and I mean, I tell you what, it's a huge jump because I'm just going to be honest with you. This is $500.
Yep.
And I wasn't planning on paying that until, June, July, August of next year. And now this is looking like this is going to be really, really quick. And who knows? I mean, the way that they pushed this out, I mean, this could be released in Hong Kong
December
over the next month in a couple weeks, the way that they list
Q4,
that. So.
baby. Q4 is coming.
Yeah.
Q4 is coming.
But I'm really excited.
Time.
I'm excited for this because I want this right now. When this figure came out, I wanted it right that second. So this one, I'll make it work.
Man. And KG, I'm going to use my friend Aries' quote. You have to wonder, is this a smart move by Hot Toys to release this sooner rather than later? Because think about it, right? We're going to have the Book of Boba Fett in December. So it makes perfect sense for them to release this figure before the show. Because as we know, as we heard from Aries and other Star Wars gurus over there, that the Book of Boba Fett is going to give us some type of good surprises in terms of the outfit, the armor. What are your thoughts about it, my friend?
I think so. I think it was a smart move. I mean, I mean, people are not going to be worrying about like the Mando effect. A lot of people are like, oh, they released the Mando, like the Beskar one very early, and they're going to release the other one. This is a totally different armor, It's a repaint. It's much more better during the end of the towards the Mandalorian series. But yeah, I think it's a smart move. I don't have this on pre-order yet. I was really hoping for it to be announced. It's projected out there before, but I'm glad it's coming sooner because I really want to see what the actual final product when it comes out. But this is something I'm actually going to get because we're not going to see him in this outfit. At least this version of Boba Fett. You're getting two figures with this. You're getting, the Tusken Raider version of him. I guess you can call him Tusken Raider version. And you're also getting like the rusty armor, paints almost done version. And I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I think for 500, I mean, you're, what is it, like 250? So I think it's a pretty good deal. And yeah, I can't wait. I think it was a smart move, a smart business move because the show's coming out pretty soon. So
you know what, KG, this particular set, I think, is so much more than the Mandalorian, and hopefully it doesn't get lost with a lot of collectors as well, because this to me is actually Boba Fett escaping the Sarlacc pit. He survived. He didn't die from Return of the Jedi. And so no matter what show that this appeared on, this is maybe more epic than people realize. But we've already put warnings on this.
Yeah, and I don't own a Boba Fett, and this will be my first Boba Fett figure, so I can't wait. So I will pre-order this eventually when the time comes. So yeah, can't wait.
Anthony, do you have this one on pre-order?
Yeah. So can we get a closer head sculpt?
Yeah, sure.
On where, because I don't remember where it was, but I just want to just take a moment just to appreciate like how amazing this head sculpt really, like Ari was saying earlier, we get the Hot Toys because of the head sculpts. I mean, that's a huge part of it, right? And I mean, this is top shelf quality right here. I'm not gonna lie, like this is a 10 out of 10 head sculpt. So, and like Arius is saying, this is the return of Fett. You can be labeled Mandalorian, but I mean, come on, since 1983, we're like, okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
And now he's here. He's finally back. So, and we're not going to get that suit that, like you said, that Tusken Raider. That's done, man. This is it.
That's
it. This is a grail. This is going to get Tarkin Vader level. Han Chewie 2-pack level. This is going to be an $800-900 figure.
I just want to say that for a $500 figure, two figures, they're not cheaping you out. They're giving you so many things with this figure. You're not getting at those stupid plastic hexagonal bases. You're getting amazing bases with this figure.
It's a good point.
Yeah. And one thing that bugs me is the eye, the way it's left, and that kind of limits you when it comes to posing. I am kind of fond with just the straight look. I don't know why they go for the off distance look, left or right. So if they change it, that'll be great. But I'm okay with it, I guess.
Yeah, well, this is still the prototype. So, Fabio, do you think this is the next Han and Chewie 2-pack?
I feel like to a certain extent it's going to be something like it on its own right, because it's two different iconic things at the same time. So you have Han and Chewie, which is they're incredible on their own, but then this Boba Fett is a classic character. So I feel like it's gonna, like you guys said, I feel like it's gonna get really, really expensive, really, really quickly.
Really quick.
Brother Cousins, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Fabio? Do you think this guy is gonna be to the roof when sold out?
Oh, absolutely. This is the one I'm waiting for. Really. This is gonna be my top prize figure of the year of 20.
Absolutely.
And I really think you guys are hitting it on the head. It's gonna come out early. It really is. This is gonna be what the Mando Beskar was last year. This 100%. Thing is gonna be moved up. I see it being in Hong Kong, maybe October, maybe November.
Yep.
I'm predicting more in the November-December range, right before the book of Boba Fett is officially, released, right?
Yep.
And Josh, I have a question for you in terms of people buying this, pre-ordering this. How is do you see a lot of traction for this figure, or people is kind of like 50-50?
So I think in the beginning, there was a ton of hype, came out, and then like within a week it just kind of died off. I'm not sure why, because I actually watched The Mandalorian and I liked it and I ordered one for myself. But I think it was one of those things, again, when you look at the comments, everyone just kind of goes nuts when they see a price. They don't look at what you're getting. They just see $500 and they're like, Hot Toys is ripping us off. They're taking advantage of us. And I think it's one of those figures that slipped off, which is why they're able to push it up so soon. And I think so, like, I mean, if they had as many orders as you think, they probably wouldn't have been able to do that. And I think what happened is there's a decent amount of orders, but I think they pushed it up. Book of Boba Fett, absolutely. I mean, that's the smartest business move in existence. They're totally going to have version 2, 3, and then an exclusive. Just trust me. I guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely.
Then there's going to be the Toy Fair exclusive. It's going to be great. But I think this is one of those figures, people don't really want to wait all that long seeing the release date so far in advance when you have so many iconic characters already out and displayed in people's houses. And I think they were thinking, okay, let's push something back that's not coming out as a TV show or something that's not going to have a lot of hype and people can wait, and let's push this forward so that people can start displaying this and then we can come out with a new version.
Well, yeah, because we got more Fets coming that we don't even know yet.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
You got to remember that. Go ahead.
I feel like they're gonna. I hope not. I hope they do something new. But the sculpt is really nice. They may recycle this, and at least the sculpt, which I can see fine. But I really like his black. I don't know how to word it. I don't collect so much Star Wars. I have like Grievous and Boba Fett on pre-order, which are completely random, but those are my two favorite characters in Star Wars. But I feel like they're not going to remake that. You're absolutely right. It is a grail. This is pure Boba Fett. This is all the history that's involved in this character goes into that outfit right there.
What I was going to say was, I feel like if you really think about this, there's these two figures right here. This is like an origin Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Like, this is his beginning. He's starting from like nothing with this outfit. You know what I mean? And you have to understand that on the show, he's gonna keep upgrading the suit every season that goes by. You know? So
for sure,
like Mando. So it's gonna be, you're gonna have this original, very first Boba beginning, suit, then all the way up to wherever he finishes, ends up being. But I feel like whoever misses out on this is gonna regret it.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, big time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big time. You know, a lot of people regret it when they pass on Han and Chewie, and
Well,
Yeah.
like you see people, hey, I want to get it.
Well, Dante,
including
know,
myself.
I have to ask you. I know it's your show,
Uh-oh.
but you have to wonder how fast is this figure going to go? Because I think Josh is right. They didn't make as many of these as we think. It's a very high price. You're going to have the book of Boba Fett out. So there's going to be hype for Boba Fett. And, you know, I've put a yellow alert on this. It's just an alert. It's not a red alert. It's a yellow alert. But I think that there is a formula here where this figure this set has the potential to be not available very quickly at this price.
I'm telling you, once this figure is officially released in Hong Kong, you guys gonna see it on my channel for the unboxing and review. I can guarantee you that this figure will not last. A lot of people are gonna start like ordering this right away because if you, I mean, even if you want to just get this figure for an investment perspective, you can just get this figure, put it on your storage, wait for like another 7-8 months after you sold that, and then sell it for double easily. You know, if you're a collector like all of us, man, this is a grail already. I can tell you this is gonna be the contender of the year if this figure is actually, you know, out by December, which is my prediction. It's gonna be out probably by December. I hope I'm right because a lot of people will love to see this. I love Boba Fett. This is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I think for Star Wars, if he comes out this year, he will be figure of the year.
Yeah,
easy, sure,
hands down,
easy. Like I'm still a little biased. I think Venom so far for me is my Marvel figure of the year. But we've had a lot of good. You know, that's something we should talk about sometime. Maybe if not now or later. But just like the year review so far of like what's been great. You know,
I think Iron Patriot.
IG-11.
Venom was another one of those examples, though, like kind of dead on arrival when he was announced. Everyone was bashing the film. I liked it. There were not a lot of orders in the beginning, and now you see this piece releasing, and people are going nuts. I think it's going to be one of those things that yellow alert, yeah. I think this is a piece that's going to sell out very soon. Actually, Venom.
Yeah, he's going to, because I don't think they're going to make a Venom for Venom 2.
I don't know what they could do.
You know, because look, he's not going to get the white spider.
No,
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Not possible, no.
You know, we may get in Spider-Man 2 video game. Yeah, Carnage definitely.
Carnage
like I said,
sure is coming.
Yeah, of course.
And that's perfect. That's all you need. You got Venom from here. You get Carnage from Venom 2. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe in 3 years when Spider-Man 2 comes out, the video game, and then they put, you know, Venom in there, then they'll have that's 2024, 2025.
They got the Future Fight license, so it could literally come out in a month. I mean, when Venom film releases and sells out.
Yeah.
What if they pull that out of their hat?
They could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
They could.
Oh wow!
I think all we have from that is the Punisher War Machine. I think.
I just want to put this on the screen. King Zachary, man, thank you so much. Man. I appreciate it.
Wow! Hey, what's up?
So what up, boy? If this isn't the best panel told, oh my god, man, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. We need to have you in the channel, man. We were trying to work together. Hopefully, we're gonna. I need to talk to my friend King Zachary to have him on the show. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Really appreciate it. These guys are awesome. I can't complain. I mean, we have the most real people here. You know, we talk about stuff that we like, that we love. This is our hobby, this is our passion, this is what we like. And the purpose of having these type of shows is just to kind of share, you know, what we like, our thoughts about stuff. You know, by all means, you guys can agree or disagree. This is the beauty of it. This is a democracy. Yeah, man, thanks. We really appreciate your donation.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Definitely,
that's awesome.
There is one figure that I get asked all the time, and I'm gonna show you this, guys, because I know everyone asking. Captain Rex. Coming.
He'll be here next week. He'll be here next week.
Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Who the heck knows? All I
I'm
know,
looking right now.
3
Hold
hours,
on.
baby.
all I know, all I know, and this is the thing. All I know is my source is still sticking to their word that this figure is coming very soon. That this figure is already done, and it's just kind of waiting the final. Hey, boom, release it.
It's been coming soon for 6 months.
Yeah, we'll
It's
be in
been
20.
this
2055.
figure has been ready for like a long time already.
Yeah.
It was according to what I was told, few updates in the body, minor touches in the head sculpt. As you guys
Yep.
know, with the Tony's tank head sculpt. So we are. I have a feeling that we're gonna have a Star Wars week next week, and this is just by my guess. Again, it can go all the way, which is fine. I don't own Hot Toys, so I'm not the one who releases the figures. I just share what I'm told.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and this is me, that either Monday or Tuesday we're gonna get Rex, and probably Thursday or Friday we're gonna get Ahsoka. That's my
Wow.
prediction. KG.
I just hope we don't get an arm defect in this figure. I really hope we don't get any defects because
Probably not. Yeah. You gotta understand
I
though.
don't want to go through that nightmare. Please.
This is also
Maybe
a
that's why
marketing
they took a
strategy
while.
too.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. They like you said, Rex has been done forever. This is deliberate. This is a marketing strategy. It's gonna pop and then it's gonna go because everybody's anticipation is building and building and they know that. They know that. This is all business.
And
let me ask you, Aries, do you think that real quick that Rex is gonna go that Cody's gonna go up substantially?
Oh, 100%.
Rex continues. I mean, Cody continues to be really strong because sometimes you get these figures that go up really, really quick, or within weeks they're trending up in the secondary market, and then they have some dips. And I'll bring up some recent great figures like the Death Trooper from the Mandalorian, Incinerator Trooper, so on and so forth. You didn't see that with Cody. I mean, and we saw it with the OG Mandalorian. Cody just went boom, and then just continued to rise, and it's going up more every week in the secondary market. I think it's at averaging $417 or $418 right now.
Wow.
On the on the market value chart. So when Rex comes out, when you look at that, Cody by default is going to go higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, is it possible that he can go all the way up close to $500? And here's the interesting dynamic with this. If Cody's going to be, $450 to $500, and then Rex goes on wait list, is Rex just going to be, Rex is going to be around $290, $300, and there's going to be a $200 difference? It's not. You have to consider that as well.
Yeah, so that's going to go up.
In hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that animated Boba that just something like that's going to happen. With Rex, he's just going to as soon as he sells out.
It's very funny to mention Fabio. Remember the other day that we were talking about the animated. I think you were looking for one or you were selling one animated Boba Fett. I don't remember, but we had a conversation about this, like how people were sleeping on it, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, I sold it for I think it was animated. I think it was like $850 or something like that.
Wow.
Damn. Wow.
6 months ago, he was like $300.
Exactly.
Wow.
Actually, that was the I don't know if Aries, you remember, I posted that sale on your group in one of the posts. I don't know if you remember that. When I made that sale, I took a screenshot of the eBay sale and I posted it in the group because we had just talked about how expensive the figure is.
Mm-hmm,
So I posted it in this group.
Wow.
Yeah, sold it for.
So
they'll probably hit that New Hope level. 500 ish is what I'm thinking for each.
Yes, no, definitely, and Josh, I mean, I know that you're working with all this shipping stuff and imports and stuff sitting waiting on the sea. Can you share any type of inside info about when is this expected to be shipped to you guys? Just to have an idea.
Right now, the lead times, and I'm telling you, Sideshow's these containers are pretty much based on bid. Like the more you pay, the more likely you'll get your stuff faster. So like some of these people are actually taking losses just to get these figures in people's hands. Just remember that. So, don't get mad at your retailers. All of them, not just Comic Concepts, but like they're all trying.
Right.
Sideshow's actually been doing amazing. Huh?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Don't hate the game. So I believe Sideshow's been paying some of these containers like extra money to get them out sooner. Because like I said, I didn't pay anything, so my container was sitting for 5 months, but we're still getting these Hot Toys figures in. So I would say if he releases in Hong Kong, we're looking at like a 3-month wait time just for batch 1.
Wow.
Just for batch 1.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's gonna be like early next year.
Yeah, they might be able to get them in for the holidays. God only knows what's happening on the back end.
God,
but there's so many other things coming out. That's the other thing. Like, look at how many figures have been pushed out in the past week that have been delayed. You have Mysterio coming, the rest of the IG-11s. You have Captain America coming in. Finally. Fat Thor still has to come in, which is coming.
Waiting.
Hulk's coming soon. I mean, you have so many figures being pushed out. They're probably trying to time it so not to bankrupt people. I mean, I know that sounds messed up, but like honestly, when you think of it from a marketing standpoint, push out some Marvel, maybe push out some Star Wars.
They don't care at all. If they gotta
go bankrupt you.
I'm sure we've probably all had it happen, man.
No, is it safe to say that because of this figure is supposed to be coming in October? I'm sorry, October, December. So it is still really possible that it can be out anytime.
It could,
yeah.
Because
it could be
if
on
they
its
push
way. It could be on its way, and we won't even know.
Right, because normally the way I see this is that whatever day you see here, it is just kind of like, okay, think about this, right? If you see October to December, usually releases either September or early October, right? About that time, because it takes about a couple months, give or take. But now with the pandemic and all those things going on, obviously there's more delays, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, this video has been ready for a long time, and I've been talking about this in different live streams, different shows, and I'm sticking with what I was told because that's what my source told me. So I'm sticking with it. If it happens, happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm just sharing what I was told.
Yeah.
But this is not only one of the figures that everyone is expecting and everyone is kind of like praying, but obviously we got Ahsoka as well. And look at the time, expecting to ship October and December. So I'm gonna go start with KG first. So KG, what are your expectations for this figure?
Like just in general, like the figure, how it's
like is it coming next week? Do you think it's gonna get pushed back again?
I mean, with all the rumors I've been hearing, and from Jedi Patrol and you, Dante, I think this figure will come out next week. I know I was pretty in shock it didn't come out this week. I mean, if they do like a double release, like actual like Rex and then after that's Ahsoka or vice versa, that's gonna break the internet. Because a lot of people are waiting for Rex and Ahsoka, and I think the figure's going to turn out great. I mean, you're not dealing with another sculpt; you're just dealing with an animated sculpt, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. And we already know what the Cody's head sculpt was amazing, and the Rex is going to be even maybe 10 times better. Who knows? I think it's going to break the internet if they do like a double release at the same time, vice versa. It depends, man. But yeah, definitely will break the internet.
One week, one the next, or even 2 in the same week.
Well, we got 2 the same week. We got 2 figures.
We've had
that.
So
look at those 501sts. I mean, they're selling.
Oh my god,
they're both versions.
That's what I was saying. Like, this is the year of like Clone Wars.
I know. It's crazy.
Seriously. Yep.
And I don't think they're going to announce any more Clone Wars because they're basing it off season 7. So I don't think we're going to get like Wolf. I know that hurts me to say it, but I don't think we're going to get the other clones, as far as we know. I mean, if the things we have seen so far from the Clone Wars from Hot Toys has just been season 7. Yes, you can say Anakin, but I mean that's like the only figure from like the different seasons. But primarily it's just been season 7 figures. So I don't think we're gonna get other figures from this line. But at least we can appreciate what we got. We got Coruscant Guard, we got Flower First Troopers, we got Rex. I mean, who knows if they do well, the numbers do well, we could be seeing other clones in the future, hopefully. So
yeah.
Well, they got to slow it down a little, just
Yeah.
because, like you said, you can't bankrupt your customers. So it's because
Yeah,
we
exactly.
still have Anakin and we got Maul, right? Well, yeah, but Anakin and Maul are still coming too, and those guys are soonish as well. Like,
yeah. Oh, I forgot about Maul too. Yeah. Maul.
yeah. So let's not forget there is a grip of Clone Wars stuff already. So
yeah, I'm surprised they haven't released the rest of the Bad Batch figures.
I think they're trying to honestly lean into the Bad Batch as that is becoming more popular.
There's so many clones in there. I mean, you could do like the regs. You could do that. Why not do those?
That's true.
I mean, it's gonna make a lot of money for them.
That's true. Before I go to Earth, I just want to address this question. What happened with to Pennywise? So Pennywise was supposed to be released this month as well. So there's a lot of things happening, which it is obviously beyond my control. But my source is still, again, I'm sticking with the word of my source. It's coming soon as well. So whether it's next month, which is pretty much next week, Friday, I'm thinking that this one probably sometime in October. Because Halloween, I think it will make perfect sense to delay to that.
Makes really,
in that
that's
close
true.
to that time. So, but this one is long overdue as well. So this one 100%. We should see that one. There is one comment that King Zachary made about the. Let me see if I can find it. This one here. Cody will stable at 500. Rex probably 370 once it sells out.
I'd agree with that.
Evers, you wanna talk about this?
Yeah, I already responded to King Zachary. I think he's pretty much right on. I mean, that's what I've been warning that once Rex hits waitlist and sells out, that it's not going to go on there $20, $30, $40 above retail. It's going to be a $400 tier range figure right off the bat. So with him saying 370, that's pretty close. I mean, certainly right around there, 370 to $400 right off the bat. You'll probably have Cody at around 500, and then eventually, as time goes on, just look at this. They'll both be. I think, I don't know if it was you, Six Scale Mafia, someone on the panel here said around $500. I agree. That's where they're going to be. They're going to be in that OT range.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And Josh, we were talking about this 28 cargo ships waiting in port of LA.
It's up to 50 now.
It's
doubled. So I don't know if any of you know Figurama. I'm a big anime guy, so that's another type of style of product I push. So Figurama is one of like the leading anime statue companies. They pulled all of their current product of the Aaron versus Armored Titan, which was supposed to be shipping for the past like 6 months by container. They pulled it all out of China before it shipped to do direct shipments because they just didn't want it to sit. Yeah. They pulled every container from the China ports to do air shipping only. That's
I gotta tell you, Josh, I have friends that love anime so much. I mean, honestly, for me personally, I don't love anime that much, but the statues I've seen, oh my god! Like I saw that's One Piece, like One Piece statues and like Dragon Ball statues. I'm like, wow, they're amazing. They're really good.
Yeah. I mean, I started collecting this Figuarts, Dragon Ball Z figures, and I love. We were talking about the anime stuff with Josh. He's in another level of anime, man. I'm telling you, way other level.
Hey, Josh, with these containers situation, what is your? Is it the same thing with the armor? Because they released that. Obviously, it was the Sideshow Con exclusive, already released in Hong Kong. Did you see that coming? You getting any notice of when that's going to arrive here?
So that's an exclusive. So I'm actually not getting that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You wouldn't get
that. But it's the same situation. It's just one of those things where it's like you can only. And again, I don't know if the Sideshow's doing this. I know the option is there, but I mean, personally, I would never do it. But you can bid to have your container offloaded first. I mean, money talks. I guarantee you it's just stuck in the ports. I mean, we're getting an increasing number of container ships every day. I mean, there's a ridiculous amount of product on each of these containers.
Well, I feel like the reviews on IG-11 happened last year. I mean, it was taken for.
I just got my last batch 3 days ago.
Wow.
3 days ago.
Man.
I mean,
The last
it's been a
batch.
nightmare.
And I'm surprised it hasn't sold out yet. I mean, that figure I've already has a
It
low
was sold
batch.
out.
Wait for it.
It was.
that
sold
may be
out.
the reason because.
Yeah. So it was waitlisted. Prices, I don't know if this was just like for a few days or something. It skyrocketed. Someone I knew sold it for like $500, and then it went back in stock or a pre-order.
Nice.
So, I wish I had more information. It's just so bad. Like if I just look at Figurama as the prime example. If a company is willing to pull their entire stock to only offer air shipping on a statue that is 27 by like 28 by 30, that's a big mother piece shipping air from China. And I'm sure they're taking a hit. I'm sure they're taking
Absolutely.
a hit.
Oh, absolutely, definitely.
Because that shipping is $500 minimum to the US. That's not nearly enough to cover the size of those 2 boxes. So I hope it gets better. A lot of it, I think, is also staffing at the ports. You know, people aren't really working anymore. Container offloading, I imagine, is kind of a very taxing job. And people are just kind of over it, you know? I mean, you look at the food industry, look at service.
And Josh, before we move on to the next topic, I just want to ask a question. What about this guy?
Marty
McFly.
Where is Marty
Yeah.
McFly? Great Scott!
So good.
You know, mine shipped. By the way, I don't think I told you that.
Oh, you shipped?
Yeah, mine shipped.
Nice.
Him and the armor. Hopefully tomorrow, if
From
not
where?
Monday.
Or-
Overseas. Yeah, overseas. Yeah.
Overseas, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wow,
I didn't,
wow.
I was like, wait. Well, the armor I was on the fence for forever, like we were saying earlier. I was like,
Okay, there's a trick with the armor, right? There's some issues. For some people, for me, it wasn't an issue, but it's just single joint on the elbows.
That's one of
was
the
my
problems.
It doesn't bother me, to be honest. And I said it in my review. It doesn't bother me at all. Still today, it doesn't bother me. But other people bothers, so, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to agree with me or to anyone.
I get it too.
the
And I watched
figure
the
itself
review.
is
The review
beautiful.
was great.
The
So
figure
they,
is
yeah,
like, they
amazing.
convinced me enough.
Yeah.
Like single jointed, I was like, well, you're making them look great. So
because the figure is great. I mean, the everything, like the
I
design,
love
the
I
detail,
love all that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
even the way the head sculpt was made. I'm sorry, the helmet. You know, similar to, you know, when you're welding stuff, like they took that design into account, and they made it so nice. So
Yeah.
for people who like do the welding thing, you know, they will know that the design is actually pretty good. But before we continue, we have over 110 people watching the show. Come on, guys, let's hit the like button. Let's make it to 100 likes.
Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't even hit like. I'm gonna do that right now.
Come on, man, let's hit the
There
like.
you go.
Let's hit the
So,
like.
yeah, if I can do it, everybody can do it. It's not that hard.
Let's make it to 100. I'm gonna start with Brother Cousins. Brother Cousins, there's another figure that my friend Eris called it on his shows that is coming soon as well. According to the sources, coming soon. This guy.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Very
get it.
soon.
Yes.
Very soon. That's what
Yes,
I was told.
Can't wait for this figure. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's an original trilogy figure, and yeah, it's been a while since I had a original.
Yeah,
I think it's been a while since we got an original trilogy figure with anything. So yeah, this is going to be great. I can't wait to see this figure.
Yeah.
Was it Luke or Leia? Who was the last original trilogy? Was it Endor?
I think it was
Leia.
I think it was Leia and Wicket.
Leia
It was
Wicket.
Leia.
Yeah.
Wicket.
Oh, it was
No,
No, it
I
was the
think it
Luke,
was.
no, was it the Endor
40th
Luke?
anniversary vehicle. Yeah, he's in his orange suit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
That's right.
Which one was it?
Duh. No, I'm kidding.
It was the one where Luke was wearing the ex-pilot suit.
Well, he's not out yet though. So
Not
that's what
out
I mean.
yet,
Like
no.
our last like
Apologies.
official like out release, I think was the Leia Wicket 2-pack.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was Leia and Wicket.
Yeah, Leia
Oh no,
Wicket
no,
too,
you know
but-
what it was? The vintage color Boba and the
20th
maybe
anniversary
Empire
Vader.
40th
That's right.
anniversary, yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's
I don't know
true.
why I glossed over though.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Totally forgot about those.
there's so many of them. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, it's Vader.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's fat.
Fabio, and we were talking about this in previous shows, but I mean, a lot of people wasn't that 100% sold on this because of the health sculpt. But I think Sergio, when he went to Toy Sapiens, he took a picture of the figures, including Lando, and the health sculpt look much better. So I have a feeling that we're gonna see we're gonna see something very similar to what happened with the Hulk. That we're gonna
we'll
see
get
an
a little
upgrade of the
update.
health sculpt. What do you think, Fabio?
Hopefully, I mean, we were talking about the Boba head sculpt before, and it looks great and all, but you have to remember that's prototype, so we have to wait until we get to see an actual picture of something.
Agreed.
So same thing with this, and it could look great in the promo pictures, but then once we get it without seeing it beforehand, it's like, what the hell's going on? So hopefully, I didn't see that picture though. I wish I had seen that picture Sergio posted.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, you don't see it like straight face to face, but I think he's going to Toy Sapiens. If Sergio's watching, my friend, please take a closer picture. Show it to us. Eris, you spoke about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were the first one who spoke about this Lando movement.
Mm-hmm.
It makes perfect sense. Now, it's not the toy wizard. I don't have the wizard. My friend Eris has the wizard. It's just my source, my regular source I have in overseas. That we should expect this guy coming. Your thoughts, my friend?
Is it possible that this is an instant grail? And I say yes. Absolutely. Look at all the original trilogy figures within the secondary market. And are you kidding me? This is Lando Calrissian. And everybody that wants the original, how can you even have an original trilogy collection and not put Lando in there when it's available like this? And for sure, I think this head sculpt personally is phenomenal. But I can guarantee you that when the final production photos, they're going to hit a home run on this for sure. And this is going to be gone, goodbye. You don't even have to wonder how this is going to do in a secondary market in time. This will be right up there with the Leias, the Hans, and the Lukes for sure.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be a $500 figure.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Easily.
And the cape, look at the cape.
Oh yeah.
That cape is
so
So
I don't
KG,
see what the problem is with the head sculpt. The head sculpt is great.
No, it looks fine, man. It looks fine.
yeah, no.
This
is in general, right? This is like some people like it, some people don't like it. I'm just talking in general. I think I did did I do this figure preview? I don't remember, but I have a feeling, KG, and again, I can be 100% wrong. I have a feeling that they're gonna do some type of improvement still on this as well, even though it doesn't look bad. I think it's gonna be an improvement.
No, you look at this picture, it's Lando.
Yeah. You see, the thing is that this, even the prototype looks good. I don't know why people were on about this head sculpt is, I'd say 95% there.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful figure, and for people that are gonna skip on this, you guys are never gonna get another chance. At least not anytime soon. This is the definitive Lando to have. I mean, my favorite Star Wars movie is Empire Strikes Back, and I am tempted to buy this figure. It's just that now it's being coming out earlier. I don't know. I don't think I can get it now, but if it stays in stock for a little bit, I will definitely pick it up for myself. Now, here's the thing: if they, and I know this might not happen, but if they announce a Bespin Han in a matter of 2 weeks, this figure will sell out completely, because
I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I'm just saying, if they announce a Bespin Han in the next week or two, which might be very unlikely, but if they do, this figure will sell out.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's gonna sell out anyway for all the
this figure's underproduced
schools,
too. This figure's underproduced too. So there's not a lot of pre-orders out there, and I think that's why it's coming out earlier, because there's not a lot of pre-orders, there's not a lot of demand for this figure. Anthony, do you concur?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
you. Do you concur? Do you think this one is gonna be like it's gonna sit in the shelves, or do you think it's gonna sell out quicker?
No, I don't think this is gonna last more than 3 months tops on Sideshow, if that. That's just my personal prediction. You gotta remember, there's a lot of us old school collectors, old school Star Wars fans. Not to mention the younger generation who also likes the original trilogy. But us original trilogy guys, man, we're hardcore, dude.
Yeah.
Like this is gone. Like this is gone. This is hands down gone. Like it's not gonna last. As soon as it's popping and then gone, dude.
Yeah, Eris, I think you want to say it, make a comment.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at, all those original trilogy figures right now in the secondary market, I can't imagine a figure like Lando Calrissian, once it gets in stock at Sideshow, just sitting there and sitting there at that price. It's going to go quick once it goes in stock. I think it was a classic case when this came out of so many other figures that were coming out, and some people that are like, hey, I'm definitely going to get this, but I'm going to get it once it gets closer to release. And now it got really close to release. So I agree with Six Scale Mafia. I agree with Anthony. I think that, I'm thinking about 2-3 months on this, and then it'll be gone. And then within short order, give it a year. And I think maybe even in under a year, but I think in a year, this figure will be, $450 to maybe to $500 tier range.
100%.
They're gonna follow that pattern. All OT figures, I guarantee it. Absolutely. All OT figures are gonna hit. They're gonna stay in those 500s. It's just that's what it is.
Josh, do they have any information about this? Still on the porch, sitting, waiting?
I think people are sleeping on it.
Yeah, they are.
I think it is going to be.
Well, that's like what Aries was saying. A lot of stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I don't have them pre-ordered. I not at all.
No one does.
I'm getting him. But it's because all this stuff was coming out, and you gotta pick your battles at the right time. So, and then people are gonna be like, he's out, and then boom, he's gone.
Yeah,
like, he's gone.
I think he's gonna blow up the second he hits in stock, and people
I'm getting 2 of them.
get the reviews out. Yeah, I mean,
I'm getting 2.
I kind of did that too.
Later.
Like I ordered as many as I could. I'm like, it's not gonna sell for a while. I'm fine. It's gonna hit the market hard.
Well, he's reasonably priced. That's the thing,
He's reasonably priced. It's a nice
Yeah.
figure. It's got great accessories, and it's a classic character. I mean,
unique
anyone who
accessories
collects needs him to complete a set. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
Right.
And the simplest form.
Right, and if I may just kind of do a quick comparison, I mean, you can see Comic Concept, they have it for $224.99.
Great price.
And then we have Sideshow for $235. So it's a slight difference. And I mean, again, by all means, you can choose whoever you want to buy from. Josh, I don't know if can you explain a little, real quick how the points worked and
Yes.
do you include taxes, no taxes? How does that work?
So, loyalty points, we list them as points. Just add 2 zeros to the end of it. Those are your points. Take away the 2 zeros. That's your dollar value. So every purchase, you get 5% back in loyalty points, no matter what. Those points don't clear until the figure ships to you for obvious reasons. Now, tax has been currently included in the pricing. That's probably going to change January 1st, and obviously we won't backtrack any orders, but that's due to, unfortunately, the laws that are coming into play here January 1st. I don't know if you saw that whole Rescue Plan Act. I'm not going to get into politics, not doing that, but pretty much there used to be nexuses per state. If you cross a certain threshold in sales, then you need to charge tax, and we weren't meeting that. I believe come January 1st, and hopefully I'm wrong. I pray to God I'm wrong. But I think if you make $600 and up on any online payment platform, Venmo, PayPal, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever, if you make $600 or more, you're going to receive a 1099 in the mail.
Wow.
Yes.
Everything,
Crazy.
no matter what state.
And that's a good point you want to touch, because I wanted to speak about this, and it's a perfect time. For anyone in the panel, everyone on the chat, if you guys know this, right? Because this is something that we're all still learning. For example, let's say I buy something from Fabio, right? I buy a figure that is $700, right? I buy the Marty Mcfly 2, the for the Back to the Future 2 for $700. I buy from him. But I pay him as a friend, because I know him. He's my friend. I know him, right? I just give him, boom, here we go. Does he gonna get the 1099 for that, or is only if you pay as goods, or only if you pay through eBay and those type of selling platforms? Does anyone know?
So I feel like it's gonna be goods. The
Yeah.
problem with that is you're gonna see a ton more friends and family scams everywhere now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
And
watch out for that big time.
People are gonna be desperate to save that money, and it's gonna become the Wild West, I think, in our buy-sell trade groups, unfortunately. And you're gonna see a lot more scams coming. A lot more.
Because they can't be doing it on friends and family stuff, because that's the world we live in now.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
even
it's
if you're
just,
the
if I want
receiver
to
of
send
the
my
money,
family some money,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not fair. It's not fair to just be like taxing to that. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't work.
No,
Not in the world we live in nowadays.
Right, and this is a good topic for the collectors out there, because a lot of people buy and sell, and that's not a secret. Everyone does it, or at least a huge percentage of us do it, buy and sell. So it's a good thing to know, because you don't want to get surprises starting next year and start selling a few figures because let's say you want to buy a house, or you want to refinance, or you want to get something that you want to get something different, whatever the case is. Just keep an eye on those things. If you can pay as family and friends buying from someone that you trust and know, obviously you by all means you can. If you don't know the person, obviously you have to pay as goods and services. So
Can you see that?
Hold on. Let me just put you in there.
Yeah. So they're taking, for example, a Nexus that you would have to make $500,000 in a state. They're dropping it to $600.
Wow.
I don't want to get into politics, but needless to say, I think a lot of people are happy.
Apparently, the excuse is to make sure billionaires don't get away with stealing money. Can you imagine?
I wish I was a billionaire. I wouldn't be having that conversation.
But
I wouldn't
$600
worry
is too
about
low. I can understand 600,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, just think about this, right? Just for a second, and I promise we're gonna move on to a different topic. But just think about this for a second, right? Let's say, because of COVID, and a lot of people lost their jobs, unfortunately, and some people need money to leave, right? So they have the collection, and they say, you know what? I need to pay my kids' college. I need to pay my whatever, and then you sell your collection, right? You go to whatever platform you want, you sell it, and then on top of that, that money that you already pay tax, because you pay taxes on the figures, you pay taxes in everything you do.
Yeah.
On top of that, pay more taxes. So it's kind of like, what the hell?
What's going to happen is you're going to, and I know this because my wife's an accountant. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to save up every single invoice of what you spent on everything to be able to write it off against whatever you made on that figure that you sold. So from now on, from whatever that law is then stated, what's going to happen is everything you buy from that day forward, you have to keep as proof of, this is what I spent for this figure. So now that I'm selling it, this is going to be what I spent. So you're not going to get taxed on the entire profit margin that you made, because you got to take off that amount that you sold, that you bought it for. So it's going to get really, really crazy if you're.
Yeah, it's going to get crappy. Is what it's going to get.
It's going to crappy. A lot of scams too. But anyway, let's move on from this topic. We just wanted to give you kind of like a quick some type of bad news, I guess. But,
bad news.
I just wanted to hurt
One
you.
other thing too, not to mention seller fees, like on eBay fees and stuff like that.
Oh, it's all going to compound, and you're going to be like, "Wow, I sold
Yep.
a $600 figure, and I paid $150 in fees."
Yep.
wow. Well, Dom Prime is in the house. Dom, welcome, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. And we are we passed 120 people already watching. And I want to thank everyone for watching the show. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to all these beautiful panels.
Hit the subs.
Channel. Let's make it happen. I'm very close to 55,000 subscribers. I'm just kidding. But subscribe. Come on. Let's make it. Let's see if we can get to 10,000 subscribers by the second anniversary. So let's pray that happen. But Don, welcome, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. So now let's talk about the figures that are gonna happen, right? That are gonna be or already were pushed to release sooner for various reasons. But if you guys have been following the Unfiltered show that Izzy and I had recently, we were talking about the sideshow. I'm sorry, that Hot Toys is gonna be releasing figures with helmets and those things that are kind of like easy releases, in terms of you don't have to worry about doing like a likeness of a character, like like a human likeness, right? So there's a couple of figures that are gonna be releasing. My prediction is Q4, and one of them is gonna be this one.
Yeah,
the Show Trooper Squad Leader. it could be way sooner than that. So I'm gonna start with Aries. He's the guru on this. Your thoughts, my friend, about this pushback?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, you could put this in the bank that this is going to come out. With this is something that could come out. In between Rex and Ahsoka. I mean, it can.
Wow, that's soon.
It could come out. They may have some of these. A Stormtrooper commander. But I put it to you this way. I don't know about this one. I do think that the Rogue One is going to come out. They may come out. I think
I love that one.
Yeah, I think the Mandalorian one's going to be next year, but I do think they're going to do the Rogue One this year, and I think it could be sooner than we think, Dante.
Yeah, I do think that this is going to be the sooner rather than later. KG, your thoughts? Are you excited about this? Are you going to pass or maybe get it some time?
Like when it comes to troopers, it's really hard for me, especially when it comes to Hot Toys. I mean, you're not spending $10, you're not spending $20, you're spending $200 and plus. And to get troopers like this, and I get it, it's a short trooper. I know the original like Captain Short Trooper went for like, I saw somebody bought for like $900 on eBay.
Brutally insane.
And it's crazy. And yes, this figure, I think it's going to come out in the next week or two. I honestly think, because they already have the mold for this. They're not making new molds. They already have the mold for this. And there's no head sculpt involved with it. So, yeah, it's going to come out in the next, I would say, less than a month.
Well, what's the date that they're putting this on now?
It said November to December of this year.
Yeah, so. I mean, I'd be really surprised if this isn't released in Hong Kong.
This is going to be soon
in October.
This is going to be very soon. I mean, they have as KG mentioned, they have pretty much all they need, and bear in mind, these are like the easiest releases. The troopers, those are the easiest one.
And
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, if I had to get one of these short troopers, because I know there's a Mandalorian version, there's a Grunt, I have to get the leader. I really like the leader's little, what do you call that? The thing that he has on the pants. Like, that looks sick. And I love the accessory that he comes with. And although it'd be pretty cool to have a Grunt next to, having two Grunts behind him and having the actual leader.
Wow.
But like, I just cannot spend that much money for it. But if I had to pick one, it would be a short trooper leader. So
I was gonna say, if anybody's looking for a original Rogue One, I have one sealed.
Oof.
Oh my god.
$5,500. I'm gonna start with Brother Cousins, because he's very patiently waiting. Brother Cousins, what are your thoughts about this, my friend?
Honestly, yeah, I agree with Aries. I think it's gonna be out next month, October. I would say mid to late October. It's a pass for me. Yeah, it's a pass.
Well, yeah, personally, I had the original trooper, the short trooper. I sold it as well like years ago before I bought my home. I'm more than welcome to get it back, man, and this is a perfect opportunity. Anthony, your thoughts, my friend?
Dante, I'm sorry, it just sold out.
All right.
Damn, man. Do you pay taxes?
Here's the thing, and I get it. And that's what's so great about collecting, right? A lot of us grew up playing with toys. And one of the things we did is like we army build. There's a lot of us out there that like to army build, like straight up facts. And I'm not missing out, like, at all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and in fact, I have them right here. So
now you're
like
more.
So this is, if you haven't seen him, I know some of you have, like you said, you own him, but like this is the OG, man. There. And I love the fact that this is the captain.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not getting this version.
Nope.
I'm trying to focus, but you're not getting that version. So I'm getting. I have my captain. He's just awesome, dude. I have every Rogue One except two troopers, I think. But
that version will wind up going
100% an amazing figure.
Yeah. So I have to captain two, or probably two Grunts. One,
I think that'll be
squad leader, and then the captain.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a great display to have the squad leader and also the
I love shore troopers. I love shore troopers.
And this is
amazing
why
design.
this is why I'm passing, because I made the mistake last year of getting Krennic. I got Krennic, and then I was like, okay, I have no other Rogue One figures.
Oh.
And I looked at all the rest of them, and K2SO just went up. I was like, you know what? I can't do it. So I ended up selling Krennic. So I'm completely out on Rogue One.
And I do want to say,
grab some Death Troopers. I grabbed 2 Mando Death Troopers because I didn't have Rogue One Death Troopers. Yeah, that's fine. They're Death Troopers. They work.
Yeah, they work.
Yep.
And Josh, I do want to say one thing is that now, they're going back to the Rogue One line. They released this one, and I think there's one more. One of those troopers, the white one, I forgot the name of the trooper. But and if they're going back to Rogue One, they need to release a base Malbus by now. A lot of people are waiting for that figure.
We have that Andor show coming too. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, we should. You're probably gonna see some reissues, quote unquote. Josh, we have this super chat. Josh is the man. He was there when my dad passed away. I will never forget. It will always show up at Comic Con. Says, great show, fellas.
Love you. I was trying to figure out how to type. I don't know what I'm doing here. So thanks for calling that out.
Yeah, I wanted to put it there. So do you want to reply to that? Sorry for your dad passings. Hopefully you guys are doing fine.
Brett's an amazing guy. I have just so many collectors, and I don't know if you guys know, Comic Concepts is a hobby for me. Like, I have a full-time job. I go into work tomorrow morning, so this is all for fun. It's blown up all because of you guys and your support, and your fellow collectors. I'm a collector. This isn't a green screen, unfortunately. I'm as broke as every other collector, so so I appreciate all you guys, and hopefully I can be there for you when you need me, and I'll always be there for you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I can say, because I've been talking with Josh a few months already. Like, I think early this year we start talking,
We're getting old.
And my experience has been more than perfect. He always replies back to you if he doesn't do it right away, because obviously he's working, he has his life as well, but always comes to you, help you out, and no issues whatsoever. So that's why I decided to put it on the show, because it's sometimes it's good to collaborate and work together. We're collectors, we're looking for stuff, we want options, and I can say Comic Concepts is really good company to deal with. Great customer service. He has an amazing staff in his company, like more than 120 people working for you, Josh. About
there's
being sarcastic, obviously. No, it's just him. So you get the most professional customer service. Everyone looking at, damn, 120 people. He says, bro, I'm just kidding.
It's like SpongeBob. It's like the gang's all here.
he knows, because he's sarcastic as well when he talks to me. So I'm trying to do the same thing. No, but in all seriousness, he's good. If you guys want to shop with him, perfect. If don't, perfect as well. This really, it's up to you at the end of the day, right?
No,
but I just want to. Right, I just wanted to show you guys, but yeah, thank you. And another thing I want to talk, guys, real quick, and thank you for the super chat, Brett. We really appreciate your support. So there's another figure that is also coming soon, very soon, actually. Is this guy?
Yep.
And I'm gonna give credit where it's due. I saw this in Geeking Out's Facebook page. I think somebody posted an invoice, or something that says that mentioned the name of the Death Watch and Miles Morales, I believe.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
So I went and contact my contact in Hong Kong, because I didn't know that. I saw it on Nate's Facebook page. Survival 1/6 survival guide. So great page, check them out, guys, by all means. So and I contact my contact in overseas. So I asked him, yo, what's this? Is this true? This is a what? And he says, no, this is also coming. So let me tell you this. There's a bunch of figures that are coming very, very soon. I don't get the dates because he cannot tell me. He knows the dates, but he cannot tell me when.
Right.
And it's, you can take it as if it's truth or not. But he told me that if I say something is coming, let's say this figure is coming Monday, right? They know who I'm dealing with, right? Not necessarily is the person who I deal with, my source, but it can be lead that way, and that person can get in trouble. So that's why I'm kind of careful when I share information. And again, I'm just sharing the information. I'm just a channel of sharing. But I'm gonna go this one with KG. So KG, do you really looking forward for this? I am.
Like I said before, I have to be very selective. It's not a bad figure at all. It's an amazing figure. I mean, if you have this, I mean, you can put this with. Oh my God, I'm blanking out her name. She was in season 2. Oh my God, what's her name?
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. You can put this with Bo-Katan. You have 2 of them. If you buy 2 of these and have it with Bo-Katan, I mean, that's a display there. Although it's not in the same sort of season, but people can do whatever they want with their collection. And yeah, and I'm actually kind of surprised I saw that invoice. It was leaked online, and I know the guy who does post that, and he's actually been pretty active because when Mysterio came out, he 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, there was an invoice of Mysterio coming into Sideshow and also Power First Troopers. I was like, I don't know about this, and then 2 days later, I get a shipping notice. So
right.
this guy's been pretty accurate, and I'm wondering if Sideshow and also Hot Toys have made a different agreement now, because I know a lot of us have been waiting for some figures. I mean, the worst one in my case was the Captain America. I've been waiting for him since announcement for like at least 7 months. So it's been a while. And I finally got him like a couple of 2-3 months ago, and it's I'm hoping that Sideshow and Hot Toys finally find an agreement to putting these figures coming out pretty soon. Like for instance, I mean, if that Boba Fett and the 2-pack, if they don't announce it on that date, and let's say if it's like December right now, and we get a shipping notice like, oh, Boba Fett's coming out, and on that day they also release the figure. So if they do that, that'll be much, much better, I think, for many of us, because a lot of us don't want to wait for Rex for the next 3 months. And I do hope we do get that. And I think possibly that's what Hot Toys are waiting for. They're waiting for that Rex to get shipped out to the United States. Hopefully. I mean, I could be wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
But, if that happens, I think it would leave a lot of people very happy. And I think a lot of people might jump back to, Sideshow. I mean, who knows?
Agree. And Aries, we spoke about this as well. It was more like a gut feeling that this figure, could be one of the ones coming out next or sooner rather than later. I mean, your thoughts about this, my friend? What is the toy wizard telling you? Everyone wants to know.
Oh, well, this is absolutely coming out. And here's the thing, that was already coming out. I think it was like October to December. It was listed that way. That figure, you have the Clone Wars Ball listed that way. I think you had Ahsoka listed that way. So I didn't see much difference. The difference was Rex got pushed back, right, a little bit, and now you've gotten these figures that have got pushed up, like the Lando, like the Rogue One Shore Trooper, like the Boba Fett 2-pack. And so what you're going to see right now is so many figures coming out at once. I think that you said this, Dante, that there's going to be a release every week. It's going to be, all the way through the end of this year, and you're going to have a plethora of figures that are coming out all at once. So, yeah, I didn't expect that this does not have a head sculpt. They already have the mold for this, so I didn't see any reason why this would be delayed. So I think, for any of these type of figures, I don't see them getting pushed back. What I find interesting is these other figures that are getting moved up at the same time. It's a lot. It's a lot, baby. It's a lot of figures.
And Fabio, going to you, Deathwatch, man. I'm collecting. People who knows me, I want to collect the whole Mandalorian line, regardless of what it is. I don't care if it's like one egg label with the Mandalorian. I'm gonna get it. I don't care.
Frog Lady.
Frog Lady, that will be perfect.
Let's go, Frog Lady.
Fabio,
baby.
what do you think, Deathwatch? do you think this one is coming sooner? Like really soon?
I mean, at this point,
It's October, though.
I haven't gotten anything. The last one I got was Rescue, so I hope to get something at some point because I've been dry as hell. So,
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like I have everything Mando so far, right? I think the only because I just got the armor too. I was saying that's the only thing I don't think I had, but yeah, I have everything Mando. So definitely one. It's tough, man. I kind of want two, but I don't know though. You know.
Yeah.
Brother Cousins, you're gonna get 4.
You know,
I can see him looking.
Yes,
I'm like,
no.
his head is probably thinking, you know what? Maybe 2. Maybe I don't know.
Well, you know what? I kind of 2. I definitely 2 would be good. Actually, to be honest with you, it wasn't on my radar. I actually was sleeping on this figure for a while, and then a couple months back, I kept looking at it, and I was like, well, I got just about all the Mandalorian line, but it's like I would want to just to round it out.
Yeah.
Josh, do you pre-order through Comic Concepts?
No, I get my stuff.
No, I'm asking Josh if he pre-ordered through Comic
Put me on the
Concepts.
spot.
I'm logging off. I'm done with this.
He's like, no, I can't. I don't deal with Comic Concepts. Are you gonna get any of this as all the Star Wars Mandalorian figures, or for your own personal collection, obviously?
Me?
Me?
Yeah, no, Josh. Yeah. Josh.
Oh no, I don't complete lines because I have too many interests and I have a small house, and statues. So I have a very inconsistent collection. Like I can't, if I complete any line, I'm screwed. So it's a very bad sign if I'm completing any line. Like, could you imagine trying to complete Naruto? There's like 15 main characters.
Yeah.
But I'm getting the quarter scale Mando Hot Toys. That I'm really excited for.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he does.
I'm
so that's a really
excited
good
for
one.
that. And then I'm getting the Boba Fett. For now, I haven't. I'm probably gonna watch Mandalorian again and see if I can try to get in the thing.
Yeah.
But I gotta be careful.
And no, I know, and also, and I know we are extending the normal time, but we have a good show so far, guys. I mean, we're talking about pretty much everything and anything. But so I know Josh told me that he has work tomorrow. So Josh, it's totally up to you. If you want to stay?
It's
okay.
Fine.
So another figure. No, because I have to be respectful of their times. So
no, you're good.
I need to ask. So another figure that I was told that is probably gonna happen sooner, and most likely towards the end of the year, perhaps maybe sooner, is this guy here.
Oh yeah.
Another.
That's coming, baby.
And you can see the pattern here, right? You can see how, and I know this is it wasn't supposed to be Star Wars only, but it's because a lot of Star Wars stuff has been delayed and needs to be out, and they need to release these guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with our brother Cousins because he always waits patiently, man, and I wish I have that patience. So your thoughts about this? Do you think this guy is gonna happen towards the end of the quarter, maybe sooner? Your thoughts?
I would say either. Well, it depends. This is how I think. It's either going to be Jango Fett or that Mandalore, or the Boba Fett 2-pack at the end of the year. But I'm leaning more towards the Boba Fett 2-pack coming out towards the end of the year, and this coming out like January, like right after the new year. I see that happen. I see that more than anything. But man, that's a good figure. Oh,
he's amazing.
And I'm gonna jump to Anthony. I have I was told that same that happened with what was the figure that I had said on your show, Aries, that is gonna be releasing sooner, Boba Fett, right?
Right.
Same thing I was told about this one. I mean, you can see the time frame is between January and March, so it could be either released January in Hong Kong or December. To me, that because normally Sideshow ships around March, end of February, early March, right? When the figure comes out sooner, right? So it is very possible that we're gonna see this guy by Q4. How many do you order, Anthony? Or if you're gonna order one of these?
Okay, well, I'm definitely getting one for myself. And here's the thing. I know we talked about this. I think on Aries' stream actually a couple weeks ago, if I recall. it's kind of rough on like who you gonna pose him with, right? Like we all want like a Mace Windu or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
But I think what I'm gonna end up doing with this is posing him with one of the Bobas out of the 2-pack. So just a cool kind of like father son type, origin, origin. You know what I mean? Cool. It'd be kind of, because I mean, you can throw him in with like, all your prequel characters, but I think he just kind of fall into the mix, in that sense. But having him father and son like that together, I think would look really, really cool. So I'm definitely getting one for sure, probably a second one, but definitely one.
Fabio, I can already know. I can already know how many you order already, but man, this guy looks sick. I mean, a lot of people are probably sleeping on it, and I hope that you guys don't sleep on this one, because I'm telling you, once this guy is out, and then I'm gonna go with Aries, but we're gonna start with Fabio. This guy has a potential to me to be gone super quick, and it's just my guess.
I ordered. I got 4 of these because I want to display the 3. So him fully dressed, him with the I guess
Poncho?
the poncho and the headpiece, the earmuffs, and then I'm gonna have him just with the plain head sculpt. So I'm definitely getting at least 4.
Wow.
Poof.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aries, you next, my friend. You can expand, because I know you have your thoughts about this, and we spoke about this also in your shows many times.
Look, I'm going to be straight up with you all. If they want to do this right, marketing wise, how many times did he bring up Jango Fett, his dad, in The Mandalorian? And they're going to be talking about that during the book of Boba Fett. I really think that this one is going to be an early release. The Lando made sense to me, for reasons we've already discussed and on prior shows. I know this one didn't get moved up this week, but the 2-pack of Boba Fett makes so much sense that they're doing that. And this one here, for this to just come out, that's already this is the I just think it's better if they're able to do this and coincide while the series is airing. So that is my call. I think that that's what they're going to do. It wouldn't shock me if this actually comes out in December. While that show is going on, it just makes sense. And also with that, if you put this together, because we talked about this on the live show last Friday, I really, really think you're going to see Samuel L. Jackson at least at the end of the book of Boba Fett. I mean, to have this come out after, I just think that makes the most sense. But we'll see.
Cliffhanger. Yeah.
And Lane Kramer saying, looks like Rex lunched in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
saw that.
Is that true?
I'm talking to my source anyway, and they're saying no.
I'm not seeing anything.
That's what I was just looking up too.
Yeah, I was in shock.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Oh, was it? But that happened. We have a 4-hour show, man. We I mean, I'm telling you, man, that guy is around the corner. Just kind of like
Rex is definitely around the corner.
Yep.
There's no freaking way you're not gonna see that figure.
They still have to push their 501 regular too. I mean, they can't delay that now that the deluxe is out.
Dude, that's the thing. When you were talking about the Death Watch and how many I was gonna get, I haven't even opened it. I just got them today, the deluxe. And dude, like, I guess I was just tripping because like I knew what he came with, but I didn't realize there were 3 helmets. I was thinking there was just 2 helmets. There's a
for
ton.
$250. It's a great
price. So like, okay, 1 down, 7 more to go. Like,
yeah, there's
I don't know where my money's. The rest of the year is probably going to be 501st, man. Because when these guys are gone.
I don't know if you guys have seen there's a photo, I think it was on Jedi Patrol's group chat. There's this guy, he has at least 16 of them. And
it was like 12 or 16. It was huge.
It's that, Revenge of the Sith scene where, Anakin walks up.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, if
I
you
saw
just
that
have
big-
those Hot Toys, you're good.
He had a whole shelf with only troopers, and it was just the one. What's his name?
Dark
The
Side Anakin.
Dark Side Anakin.
Anakin in the middle.
Oh my god,
Beautiful.
beautiful, absolutely amazing.
And I was told that Captain Rex is probably gonna have the same body as the Fable First Trooper, which to me is the best body.
Yeah, everybody
for a
said that
trooper.
this was because I have the Coruscant guard back here, and I
Ratchet
loved that.
joints.
It's a great figure.
It
But
is.
people
I'm
said
telling
this
you,
was better than Coruscant.
You guys are tempting.
that one
me.
is better. Well, actually, well, in terms of amounts, yeah.
Oh, like
Right,
posability and stuff. I meant.
Both are pretty much the same, but the body is the same.
Yeah, you
but
think okay, all right? Because
Yeah.
I was excited for it, so I was like, okay, I have a second guard on the way, so I just have one up there with. Yeah, I can't aim, but over there behind me is one Coruscant guard and Tarkin. So I was thinking I'll just get a second guard for him, and then
And
just
before-
get some more clones.
Before I go to Josh, because I know he wanted to make a comment, we are about 136 people watching, and I think we already broke the record. I mean, we have so many people watching right now, so thank you, everyone. Don't forget to like, please. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. That will be perfect. And of course, subscribe to all these fine people channels.
Appreciate.
You can follow KG. You can follow Aries. You can contact Josh if you wanna buy module cases. You wanna buy statues, sideshow figures, Hot Toys. Check him out. Everything in the link. Same with my friend Fabio. He has a new channel. Anthony from SIXTSCALEMAFIA. My boy Jay from Brother Cousin Store Review. Always waiting patiently. Always waiting patiently. And he has a really good collection too. And check out because he put the review of the Iron Patriot as well. Very, very good quality as well. So we have a really good people here, man. But
Yeah,
Josh,
I just
come on.
started doing reviews myself, but they're you know how they are. They're different. I kind of do my own thing, but I like it, so that's all that matters. But check it out, definitely.
Yeah. Josh, you wanted to make a comment, I think.
Oh no, it was talking about the 501st because we were talking about like figure of the year, and sculpt wise, it really might be Rey or Boba Fett, but like honestly, I think the 501st is, in my opinion, it's just a well done figure. I mean, that was one of those pieces also that we sold out in like 3 days, just everything. I had to cancel someone's order. They ordered 12 in the first 5 minutes. And I was like, dude, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
Is there
It
any
was
limit?
wild.
Do you have any limit for ordering like pieces? Do you put any limits
We do.
on your? Oh, you do. What's
On
the
the
limit?
figures, just to try to allow everyone to order, we'll do I think it's 2 to 3 right now.
For
is the
501st?
limit. For anything Hot Toys.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 to 3, and that's it without permission. But yeah, I mean, that's
You're right.
rare. It's usually the troopers that do it, though. People will go
That
nuts
probably
for the
is
troopers.
figure for the year for that though.
It's
I mean,
really
'cause
well
I-
done.
Yeah,
It
I haven't,
comes
like I
with
said, I haven't
great
even
amount of
opened it, but
accessories.
so much stuff for the price too.
Yes.
Because I get troopers, like OG troopers. I got all the troopers, and they're all kind of, for the most part, like a stormtrooper's nothing, like 4 hands, a
Right.
blaster.
Blaster that
You
can
know.
hit,
Comes with a freaking machine gun.
Yeah, the last time I saw a really good trooper is my sand trooper.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
rare.
Troopers-
You
You
know,
see,
sand
my-
trooper has
my-
tons of stuff.
and there is, you can correct me if I'm wrong. My problem with troopers, I mean, I love the troopers, obviously. I mean, I will be lying if I'm not. But the problem with me with troopers is that the articulation is so limited, and I know it's a trooper. You don't need to do like a Spider-Man pose or anything like that. But the Fable first, Aries, God damn it, that articulation is excellent.
Good.
Look, I mean, there's this. Hot Toys does an amazing job, not just with the head sculpts, but with the entire, figure itself. I mean, it's like an epic event. We were talking before that, KG, before we came on why sometimes it's taken me a couple of weeks to open up a figure, or even earlier in the summer. It's because I want to actually have the time, or I can really savor every moment, like I'm a gourmet,
Right.
testing
want to enjoy
food.
it. Right.
And the 501st is, I mean, I saw all the reviews. It just looks, fantastic. And you got the ratcheted joints on the legs and everything. I'm watching all the different reviews. That was also on yours, Dante, as well. And I'll be honest with you. I really couldn't do reviews, even if I wanted to, because I'm such a star. I'll just love it all. I'll just give it. And I say, is this a 10? And I say, yes.
Before you get out of the package, you see the plastic. Oh, it's a 10.
It's a 10.
End the video right there.
It's a 10.5.
Just
yeah, there's some duds. There's some duds. We're not all just Hot Toys fanboys. It's just, but when they hit them out of the park, they hit them out of the park, and they've been banging them out this year.
I mean, I know Fabio has all the Back to the Future figures, but this
he'll
this
be here
Marty
soon.
McFly,
He'll be here soon.
Saw your
let me see if I
review.
can just,
It's a really good figure, man.
That's a great figure.
I mean,
I'm just gonna say I'm pissed that there's no skateboard.
There is.
No, there is a skateboard.
Yeah, skateboard comes with it.
I meant the guitar. I meant the guitar.
Like,
it's like, come on, man. I know
But that was a special edition, and they gave you.
I know, but
Like,
I want the guitar.
Oh,
I know.
What are you doing?
No.
Fennec.
I
gotta get my spotchka before you put
yeah,
that on.
I didn't want to put this, but I mean this. It was funny because one of we were in Aaron's show and he mentioned, what if we see the throne with Boba Fett, Fennec, and all this? Boom, 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 boom. They give us everything pretty much.
All this year?
Except for Fennec.
Man.
Oh, they gotta give you Fennec this year.
No,
I'm wondering if maybe
go
they're
ahead.
having licensing issues with the head sculpt, and they're waiting to see, because she doesn't have any other figures of herself, right? So, look at what happened with Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal. It took a long time. So maybe instead of having that, because remember, there were a lot of cancellations because there was no Jake Gyllenhaal confirmed head. So maybe they're trying to get the licensing down and the head right, and they're just taking their time.
Yes.
Or it's just one hell of a tease.
Yeah, the reason why I brought this up is because I have to shed some. Josh. I think Josh is in the right direction about this. So the story about Fennec, and this is what I was told again, that this figure is gonna be announced, but they went in some legal stuff. That's what legal stuff. But now that you mentioned the head sculpt, I actually didn't think about that, about the likeness of the contract. But now that you said that, it kind of makes sense. Because I was told that it's been on hold for legal reasons. That's
really?
Quote unquote.
Oh, wow.
Now, that doesn't mean that maybe they already have everything ready and they just wait the right time to announce it. Is this gonna be announced soon? I think so. If you tell me when, if you ask me when, I have no idea. But I have a strong feeling that we're probably gonna see some type of announcement towards the time that the Book of Boba Fett is going to be
absolutely.
I was going to say that. Yeah,
it's going to be announced. I think it will be perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I think it's going to be it will be a perfect marketing move, obviously, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen her in obviously in Mandalorian. We've seen her in Bad Batch, and now we're going to see her in Book of Boba Fett. I don't think they're going to make two of these figures. If they were going to announce a figure from season 2 and then make a Book of Boba Fett, I don't think it will sell well. Because, I mean, really, in between the shows, she looks the same. And there's no point in getting a second or third one if she looks the same.
Yeah.
I think they're going to focus on a lot of the fan service characters in the Book of Boba Fett and different Boba outfits, KG.
So she's definitely going to be a Book of Boba Fett announcement. I don't think a Mandalorian announcement or a Bad Batch announcement, but definitely a Book of Boba Fett announcement.
It will make sense. It will make sense. Anthony, do you think this girl is I mean, based on what I was told about legal, then what Josh mentioned, that makes sense. Do you think we can see potentially a delay, or you can see?
We can. I mean, we can always see delays. I mean, if that's really what it is, and there's some kind of legal issue, whether that's licensing rights, likenesses, or anything like that, it is. Yeah, it could be a delay. And the thing is like what we're looking at here. I just don't see all this coming. The Boba 2 fact, the throne. Fennec,
a lot of stuff.
Maul, Anakin, Rex, Ahsoka, I mean, and that's not even touching Marvel stuff or anything else. So I'm like, is this all coming this year? I don't know, but I just want that rifle she's holding, man. I just kept looking at that rifle. I'm like, dude, that is a sick rifle, man. But no, she's awesome. I want her too.
Thinking, yeah.
Right. And Fabio, do you think it could be a good move by Hot Toys to announce this figure either the same week of the release of Book of Boba Fett or just right up before that?
Yeah, I feel like if they're broke and they want to get some more money, of course they're gonna speed it up. But they're going to do.
Broke.
They're going. I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure they fine, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
If they decide to speed it up for whatever reason, then it is what it is. But I feel like when they do stuff like that, it's always for a reason. It's never just for us. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? They have to get stuff out to be able to bring in the new stuff or work on new stuff. So, it's definitely coming. I mean, this year, good luck, but we never know. So.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. 95% of all releases are planned. I mean, they have a calendar. There's a game plan. The other 5% is maybe things like this, where there's some hiccups that they couldn't quite get this done in time. But this is all laid out, man. We're gonna get a bunch the rest of this year. I just don't think we're gonna get all of them this year.
No,
Eris,
I don't think so.
Eris, your thoughts? Do you think this could be happening before the Book of Boba Fett, or maybe sooner?
I really do, but obviously, from what Josh and you mentioned, if there's legal issues, then all bets are off. I mean, then that obviously no, and that would be unfortunate. But if that's not an issue, I absolutely believe you got to remember, an announcement, is not a release. So
right.
all the figures that are coming out this year, I think this is the new trend. There's been other channels talking about it. Watch all these figures that are going to come out. There's not as many figures coming out next year in the third and fourth quarter as what's coming out right now, and they need to fill that up. If they, and then also, it's the perfect time if you release that Boba Fett and the Throne before the Book of Boba Fett, which is what they did, and then they teased Fennec in a very real way. On that throne, there's people that won't pre-order that because of the Bespin Leia. I'm waiting how long for Bespin Han? I'm not going to invest in that throne for $400 if it's going to be like Baze Malbus. I mean, it's just the thought process that's out there. I don't see any scenario where they don't officially announce it this year, but it's not going to come out till late next year. Or maybe the year, or maybe months, the first, quarter of 2023. But as far as just announcing it and putting it up on pre-order, I think they have to.
Yeah,
and I think it's going to happen in November.
Brother Cousins, do you think? I mean, we know that based on what Josh mentioned and what my sources told me about the legal stuff that is going on, but nothing like saying, "Hey, it won't happen." I mean, again, they don't know exactly what's going on. They just kind of hear the same rumors, and then it's shared to me, to whoever. Yeah. So it is possible that it's already finalized, and maybe everything is just good to go. They're just kind of waiting, like Anthony mentioned, deciding which day we're gonna say, "Hey, here we go."
I find it interesting that they're saying for legal reasons. Paying attention to Ming Na Wen. She's a fangirl, so she loves all Star Wars stuff. So maybe it's something with the head sculpt. Maybe they just haven't got her likeness to her liking. That could be.
Maybe they want to make sure on all the chats.
Exactly.
On Facebook, on the Hot Toy site, that they're not going to get killed with it.
Right. Well, I'm wondering the other thing maybe, because as you said, the outfit doesn't look like it changes all that much. She might have a different, I don't want to say her face, but maybe different makeup job in Book of Boba Fett versus Mandalorian. And maybe they're trying to figure out, okay, which head sculpt are we truly going to go for here if we're releasing one Fennec?
That's true.
Well, I mean, it does say Mandalorian, though, on the...
It could change,
you see what I mean?
Yeah, it could change.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
yeah.
I think it is. It is possible, but I don't think if they announce this, unless they, unless they just want to say, you know what, let's just announce this as the Book of Boba Fett first figure. That could be as well. I mean, who knows, right?
Well, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, no. Thanks, Fabio. And you also, you have to wonder what they're going to do with her on the actual show, because, we were all like getting ready for the Mandalorian season 1 and forget about that season 2. There was so much that happened that we didn't even expect. And is it possible that, I don't know, the way that Filoni and Favreau are going to use Fennec with Boba Fett, that she's going to have a different outfit. And if she interacts with some OG characters, some fan service characters in a certain way, that maybe there would be interest to want to get it. It just depends on how popular she can get. Yeah. I agree. I actually don't see how they can sell another one, to be quite honest, but is it possible with Favreau and Filoni that they develop that character in such a rich way that we're going to want multiple of her? You have to wonder.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. They're not only making shows, they want to sell merchandise, they want to sell toys. So every single season, every single sequel movie, there's always some little change. Like, for instance, The Mandalorian. The only change that we got for The Mandalorian was his cape was a little tattered and then new thigh plate and a kneecap. I mean, that's basically it. That's all he got. And still, that drove a lot of merchandise to be sold very quick. They didn't really care about the differences, but, you know, like those things, very little subtle, you know, changes, it could sell. So I do think that her outfit might change in the series, but I mean, it really depends on.
You're right, and they use that, KJ. You're right on the money, and they use that for marketing. So you know, even when you have these directors and producers and they're putting these in, they actually consider. They're like, hey, we changed the outfit. There's money for Disney. Yeah, there's another figure. There's another. I mean, so a lot of thought goes into this, I think.
Yeah. And now, just kind of taking a little break from Star Wars. There's one figure that I was also told that is going to be coming out very soon, and this one is probably going to be more to Josh because again, if you guys just tune in, he is the owner of Comic Concept, so he's with us tonight. This figure I was told that is also coming soon. And which is Captain Marvel from Endgame, and I believe this should be the last. Well, actually, no, we're still waiting for the Battle Damage, Iron Man. I think that will be the last two left.
And 2012 Captain America,
and Battle Damage Thanos, and Fat Thor. We still got so much to go.
Loki's coming too.
Loki's coming too.
Loki.
Wow. That's the definitive for me. That's the. I don't have a Loki. I know it's a little off. It's Marvel.
Piece.
That's the Loki I'm getting. If you don't have a Loki, that's the look at him. That's like the Ray. You know what I mean? That's the Ray of Loki. Like that's the best one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Josh, have you heard anything? I mean, in Hong Kong wise, this should be released soon, as soon as next month. And next month it starts next Friday. So it could be sooner rather than later. But Josh, have you heard anything about? This potentially be shipping your way anytime soon? Because according to here, it's shipping between September and November.
Oh wow!
They kind of surprise us. Like they'll say something's here, or it's on the way, and it'll be like, okay, cool. And the next day, it's like, all right, you have 50 figures in. Let's set up a pickup. It's like, oh god.
Wow, that's short notice. That's short notice.
Yeah, actually, it's like a 24-hour notice.
Jeez.
Wow. Man.
Yeah.
And
I heard a rumor today. I can't remember. I know it was online somewhere. I heard a rumor that this was the captain that we were getting, and they were actually going to delay Rex to push this Captain Marvel out.
And that's what I was saying. I think they're really trying to get, because it's marketing too. Star Wars is hot right now.
Yeah.
Endgame is not. Endgame's not hot. It was great. I'm not bashing it in the slightest, but that hype train is gone and we still have stock to move. You know what I mean? So I think they're trying to get as much as they can out that they know is going to slow down in stock purchases once it hits in stock.
Yeah.
And again, they could just not care at all. I mean, Hot Toys has made their money. They're happy.
Right.
But
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think going back to figure of the year again, Pennywise, dude. I want Pennywise so bad to release.
Well, I mean, who's all picking up Captain Marvel anyway?
I'm not, and I got to be honest with you.
I'm gonna skip.
Yeah, me too. Me personally. It's my opinion. I do not like Brie Larson's portrayal of Captain.
I love Brie
Marvel.
Larson.
Okay.
I'm just giving you the
No.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Without getting into it, I just don't care for her. So
yeah, and you can go buy like the original, like her first movie outfit for like I found one for like $200 shipped. Yeah. And nobody's interested in this figure at all.
But
Me
wait until the
personally,
final release is out though, because that's the thing, right? So a lot of people like, a lot of collectors like to wait until the final version is out,
Correct.
and then they pull the trigger. And yes, I 100% agree that she's not the best character or the most popular one, if you ask me. But in terms of completing your end game line, you need to have that one, right?
And that's right, and that's fine. Like I'm getting end game Hulk, not because I want to collect the whole line. It's just because you can see the poster on my back. It's the original 6. I'm collecting the original 6 only. I'm not collecting Captain Marvel. I'm not collecting any of the other figures.
It's a shame because her outfit looks great. I like Captain Marvel.
I just don't like the actress. I'm sorry.
Her
like playing the role is just it's not it. I'm sorry.
I get it.
In the first time when I watched the movie, I almost slept. I've never almost slept in a Marvel movie before, or any super movie I've watched. That movie, I almost went to bed. I was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go. But yeah, I mean, the outfit looks amazing. It's just the actress I don't like necessarily. So I mean, look, if you're gonna get that for the Endgame line, that's great. Honestly. Yeah. But for me, I'm just gonna be OG6, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I went in hard on the Endgame line and been waiting for a while, so I'm really eager to finish that collection.
Don't worry, you got 2024. Don't worry about it.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Regardless of, and this kind of harkens back to like the sequel trilogy. I'm not a fan of, but I wanted the Rey and the Kylo, right? So it's the same thing. And with Brother Cousins, if you have the whole, dude, she's gonna look dope with like the whole lineup. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about it. Like,
Thanos, I mean, that scene was pretty cool. But I mean,
a lot of people are actually. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You finish your thought.
A lot of people were actually getting her though for the accessories, and it's not to poo-poo her character, but that gauntlet, it doesn't come with any other figure that I know of. And a lot of people were buying the whole dang figure to get the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
That she has.
That's what they do.
And
the big one, right?
Yeah.
This one.
It doesn't come with any other figure. So it's like, okay, you're trying to complete the line.
It's true.
And you can actually apply that to other figures. Like when Spider-Man's running, he's got Tom Holland's got the gauntlet too. That's not included with his figure.
No. And Hawkeye too.
That's right.
And Hawkeye,
yeah.
So it's going to be used to complete other dioramas as well, which I thought was pretty cool.
And before we go with the last topic of the day, I just want to give a shout out to my friend Howard's Toys, which is another really good store that we're gonna have him hopefully sooner in the next live stream. Because again, this is a platform for all of us, for everyone who wants to share the passion, because he's also a collector. So as you can see, we get together with the people that loves this, right? Yes, you make money, of course, but this is also a hobby. As you can see, Josh having all those awesome statues, mojo cases, and Marty Mcfly with the DeLorean. So yeah,
I love that.
And wow, and a big donut over there.
Oh wow, that's from the Iron Man 2.
That was my first Hot Toys. That was the Mark IV.
You got an Iron Man in there?
Wow.
Yeah, look at him. Tiny
I was gonna say it's a little hard to see.
That is great.
Hold on. Let me hold on. Stay there.
Okay, I can get you better photos.
Yeah, that's
I love it. I love it. That's so cool.
You like that?
Yeah, amazing.
That is cool.
I'll get you better photos after this.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna drop a skill. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. So my friend Ray, Howard's Toys, check him out as well. I think I have the link in the description. If not, just contact me. You can check him out on Instagram as well, so you can do that. But we're just gonna wrap this up with one quick topic, and I'm gonna start with my friend Eris on this one. And I was asked about this. People, where do you get that picture from, man? I want to see that picture again. Eris, is it possible?
No.
Is it possible we're gonna see this guy in season 3 of The Mandalorian? And this picture is sick.
It really
I'm telling
is.
you right now.
That picture looks so
original. It is. And people ask me, where do you get it? Is
that's a really good wallpaper, man. That's really good.
Let me answer your question with another question.
Oh God.
Forget about The Mandalorian season 3. Is it possible you're going to see this character in the book of Boba Fett, which is going to be in December? And I say yes. Look, we talked about this last week, right, guys? Look, the way that they ended The Mandalorian season 2, and Luke came back like that, and they saw how, what the reaction was. And I don't know if you're going to top that, but let me tell you that this would be really, really close, especially the whole dynamic of how Mace Windu is the one that did in Jango Fett. So, I don't know. I really think, I really strongly believe, and for some reason, the Hot Toys wizard is not answering his phone.
He's sleeping
at all. He's sleeping. I don't know. And, sometimes he has insight into everything Star Wars. But let me tell you, this character is coming in the Book of Boba Fett. I really do. I think, if nothing else, at the end.
Fabio, is it possible that we're gonna see Mace Windu in the Book of Boba Fett, as Ari said? He said yes. Do you think?
Well, like we talked about before, I feel like everybody who died came back to life, so why not? You know what I mean?
If there's money, we'll find
Palpatine returns.
It's a new hope, baby.
I know.
Like what?
Brother Cousins, what do you think? Do you? I mean, I think. I mean, I agree with Aries, but you know what? I think they might save this for the Mandalorian. What do you think?
Man, I know Samuel L. Jackson wants it. Didn't he have like a hashtag that he got in trouble with?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I would say yes.
Ooh,
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. KG, is it gonna happen?
110% it's gonna happen. Are you kidding
The Book
me?
of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian?
Yes, it's gonna happen. I mean, you're dealing with a character, that killed Boba Fett's father. And how could you not add him as a cliffhanger for season 2 at least?
Yep.
I mean, at least a cliffhanger. I'm not saying, oh, yes, he has to come in the first season. No, I think if they sort of flow it really nice and they tease him as, I guess, so-called villain, at the end, that'll be good. That'll be pretty good tease at the end of the last episode of Book of Boba Fett. So I definitely think I'll 100% buy this figure when it comes out. So
Anthony,
I can smell that coffee now.
Yeah, now this could be as vague as it sounds, but I've also been told that we're going to see some familiar faces in the Book of Boba Fett. So I don't know what that means. That we do see familiar faces, right? We recognize the characters already. So I don't know. There's people build hype. I would love to see him. I know he would love to reprise his role.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's it's a job, but it's also more than that. Like, it's Star Wars, and you guys are a part of this, and it's another really cool way, like we talked about before, is bridging the gap between the prequels and the originals.
Oh yeah,
you have this cool middle ground, right? I like how they're mixing things. That's what I really liked about Mando.
Yeah, me too.
I know. Josh, do you? I mean, I can see this guy in the Book of Boba Fett, but also I can see Han Solo in the Book of Boba Fett. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think there's money to be made. I think they're going to bring the entire damn cast back.
Got for your wallet.
I think they're going to bring everyone back. They're all going to age backwards. I mean, it's going to be great.
Is it safe to say that we're going to be super broke, starting in Q4?
Yeah,
absolutely.
your
I
wallet.
say yes.
Our wallets are not going to be happy with us.
You're going to need a purple saber.
Well, and like Aries was saying before, too, they have to top Luke. And Mace Windu's not Luke tier status, but I think he would generate that kind of shock, holy shit, look what just happened type moment.
Yeah.
And they need to capitalize on that, because and not just for the sake of doing it, but like doing it well. That's what made Luke's return so amazing.
Yeah, and last point, don't forget that he was thrown out of the window, so it's not like something happened or he got crushed in even in 2, because Darth Maul came back. So
if they can bring back
and they have power. I think
they can bring back anybody.
It is more likely for Windu to survive than Palpatine or than Maul. Just saying.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to say thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I know it's been a long show. We never extend this much, but we got such an awesome panel. Josh from Comic Con says thank you, my friend, for being in the show, for sharing the store and give options to the collectors. But before the closing, KG, what's going on in KG Collector?
Yeah, I've been really busy with school, and I've been trying to find time to make videos. And during the week I'm pretty busy, obviously, but I want to try to do one live stream a week. And Dante, if you want to come on, Aries,
Yeah,
anybody on the
man.
panel, if you guys want
Anytime.
to come on,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been trying to do that, and I think going live is pretty fun because I love connecting with people. I love hearing people's thoughts, and it's towards anything in collecting. This is a fun hobby. We're collecting for fun, and I enjoy doing this, and I'm so glad I'm doing this right now because one of my dreams is that becoming a YouTuber was being on live streams like this and talking to each and every one of you guys. So I'm pretty glad
That's
I'm
fine,
on.
man.
This is
Yeah,
really
no,
great. So
thanks
yeah,
thanks for
Absolutely.
joining us.
Yep.
Yeah.
definitely.
Eris, what's going on in the cantina, my friend?
We're just brewing a lot of coffee. We got regular, we got decaf, we've got the spotchka. We've
You got everything.
we've got everything.
Got
Damn.
everything.
I think we'll be live tomorrow, so just be ready for it.
Can't wait.
Nice. Anthony from SIXTSCALEMAFIA, what's going on in your channel, my friend?
Hey, doing the reviews really, and our live streams, which you've been on, and everybody's welcome to, whenever. I haven't done it the past couple weeks because a lot of the other crew, like they're going through some things right now, and it's just timing's been a little off. But we always do our weeklies over there on my channel too, and I'm just cranking out reviews. Some of it's a little bit older, but hey, better late than never, so. And then like I said,
It's
Marty will
content, my
be
friend.
here, and it's all that. I got a lot of cool stuff coming, so if you like what you see, then just come on in and sub. If not, whatever, it's cool. But
Yeah.
I do what I can. I do what I can to try to entertain and provide some cool content.
Yes. No, and then he's doing a really good job, guys. Check him out as well. I put the link in the description below. Fabio from Fast Figures, he has a brand new channel. He already has 5,000 subscribers already, man.
Wow.
Killing it, man. He's killing it.
No, I got like 100 and something. But no, I have my full collection tour coming soon, like very, very soon.
Oh man, that's gonna be like
Gonna be
a
25
trilogy.
hour
You know, like a trilogy, man. Like, I mean, if you guys don't know Fabio, I mean, he has one of the biggest collection in the town. I'm telling you, when I say big, I'm not saying 100, 200. I'm saying probably 800.
I do not believe you.
he trust me, he does. He does. Josh, what's going on? Where can we find you? I mean, we know that you are the owner of Comic Concepts. Thank you for joining us again.
Not a problem. Before everyone finishes here, I need everyone to take to the Hot Toys page and just every post, hashtag Hot Toys Jar Jar. I need a Jar Jar in my life. And you can't tell me you wouldn't buy it if they announced it.
Oh my God.
I'd
You
buy it.
Absolutely.
Everyone would.
I'd
I'd
buy
buy him. I'd buy him. Why not?
Everyone.
Why not?
Yeah.
How is that
Why
not
not?
even come out yet? How is that not a thing?
No, I'm surprised C-3PO is not a thing. From us.
Right?
For now.
For real.
This is the
coming.
most one of
He's
unless
coming.
there's an
Real.
obvious character to make from the original series that you
C-3PO
don't
Jar
understand.
Jar.
That will be actually pretty sick. My friend Jay from Brother Cousin Store Reviews. What's going on in your channel, my friend?
Oh man, just more reviews. Doing some streaming, doing some live streaming with you guys. I'm gonna have you guys on. That's gonna be great. Also, I got a podcast with my cousin. We talk about movies and everything. It's called 0 Hour. So we're reviewing right now all the Marvel What If episodes and grading them from the best to worst. So yeah, got that coming too. So that's 0 Hour and more brother cousins reviews and all that good stuff.
Nice, nice. And last but not least, I'm working on a couple shows. One is gonna be for members only for the channel. So if you guys want to join to the membership, by all means you can. Is right next to the subscription button. Right now, whoever joins, gets early access, exclusive members only like figure previews and early access for reviews. If you want to join, perfect. If not, it's also perfect. But also I'm working on a show with Aries, which is gonna be
Yes.
Star Wars only content, and I think we're supposed to record the show this Sunday, right? I think it's this Sunday. We're gonna start
It's gonna be
Sunday,
fun.
so it's a brand new show on his channel. I'm working on another show with I can disclose the name now because it's still working with the to copyright the name. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to figure out what name I'm gonna put to the show, but it's gonna be a show about a one-on-one, with another fellow collector, store owner, you name it, somebody known in the community. So it's gonna be a show coming very soon as well, and I'm gonna be recording with Easy Company Collectibles. Huge shout out to my friend. The Six Scale Filter show is coming as well, so stay tuned for that. And whatever comes sideshow Hot Toys wise, you'll see it on my channel next week. And that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, become a member of Six Scale Media. We almost 1,000 members, so let's make that happen this weekend, baby. That's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night, and as always, be well, and see you around in the next video. Have a good night, everyone.
See you guys.